The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Now, let's talk about Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior. As everybody knows, and it's here, and the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution, every poll?
Dude.
But anyway.
Dude, bro, that was classic.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night show. The crew is here. We were talking football behind the scenes during the sesh. If you guys ever want to hang out with us during the pre-show sessions, we're hanging out in the Discord. So you guys can come hang out with us in the Discord during the pre-show sessions. I move it over to the call-in live room during the show, and if you got to call in, you can call in, that type of shit. But you know, if you're going to call into the show, you got to pick the right spots. Just know that. That being said, the Discord link is below. What's going on, gents? How you guys doing?
What up?
Chilling.
What's happening?
Same shit, different day, bro.
Let's get this desk up.
I love that shit, bro.
Transformers, dude.
I got to give you one of those, dude.
It is.
Dude, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it's helpful. And I also used to work like 9 to 5 in here on the computer. So standing and working was a big deal, like a wobble chair and stuff like that. I'm not at this computer as much anymore, but it's still pretty helpful. And then turns it into a TV stand the rest of the time. So
That shit's great, bro. That's fucking hilarious. It's almost as funny as our pre-show session commercials today. Hope you guys enjoy the pre-show session as much as I do every week. You only get the pre-show sessions during the live shows, though. That's where we listen to music that is in the playlist link below, and I smoke a lot of cannabis. And we cut that out during every show. I had a lot of people asking me last week, like, why was there 20 minutes cut off of this? And I'm like, sorry, guys, I have to cut the fucking beginning of the show because it's just too much cannabis.
yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. So, anyways.
You censored yourself, bro.
Yeah. That's what I do, bro. That being said, I want to say what's up and hope you guys are enjoying it. All the live people that hang out with us every week and all the subscribers, including the 200 new subscribers in the last week and a half. So pretty fucking sweet. He's fucking A, bro.
Fucking Luke, bro.
I like to see it. I love it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What up, Luke?
Fucking look, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Big ass fucking pop, bro, with the movie poster.
Where did the upper chat go? Why isn't the upper chat working?
Oh, guys, I was talking to Bryan about this yesterday, but when we killed the OTR Discord, we created a new Discord. So if anybody's interested in joining, I'll put that in the chat.
Yeah, fucking A. What's the name of it?
I think it's gonna be called the Ronin 5. But right now, it just says
5.
nameless.
It says nameless. Yeah. Keep it nameless until you get a good one, bro.
Yeah, just keep it nameless.
Yeah.
It just says NS, right? The nameless server.
Yeah, NS. Yeah, nameless server.
I don't know why the top chat isn't fucking working. As you guys know, I had to totally reset my fucking computer, and that shit is a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Mama.
Let's hope I don't have to do that myself.
Yeah,
I'll have to fly you out here.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than computer problems, especially when you're doing all this shit.
Yeah.
So it's just the way it is. But fucking Madam Web. I'm sorry, I'm cussing like crazy right now, you guys, because I'm super stoned.
It's just like, how long do we have to put up with this, Sean? I mean, this is ridiculous. Bryan just keeps on throwing F-bombs. And...
Oh, fuck, dude. I can't even talk about it without it. Was like, Fred, that's not even a joke I play off. Can't help it. Like I told my mom when she shook me in the restaurant as a baby, my daddy taught me.
Hey, bro, you know what I want to do, man? I want to go sit at the airport, right? And look, and just be like this. What the fuck?
Whoa,
What
look at
the
that.
Fuck, there was shit. This happened. Like I'm a time traveler. What happened?
Dude,
Did you hear that?
No, that was Camelot. No.
Dude, you talk
God damn it!
You talk about time travelers. I watched that video. That video came up the other day on my algorithm where it's the Tyson fight and the dude's got the cell phone. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Oh, bro, I gotta show you guys this.
Which Tyson fight from '86 or what?
A Tyson like a real fight?
Yeah,
or
real
another
fight.
one where
And there's a
somebody gets
dude
sucked
in
up on the airplane.
Okay, so
he
this,
beat Spinks in '87.
So this shit's crazy, you guys. Check this out.
86, 87.
So this is the 1995 Tyson fight where a guy in the crowd has a smartphone. Watch this.
Is there something out of place in this video?
Look at that.
Hey, what the fuck, bro?
Look at that.
The fuck outta
1995.
here.
Dude, the first smartphone didn't come out for like at least 4 more years.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, that could be like a folded
Look
piece of
closely.
paper too, right?
It's a Mike
Right?
Tyson
2009,
fight
it was,
from 1995,
maybe an
21
iPhone.
years ago. And
Peter
what's that
McNeely?
guy in-
It looks like she's taking a picture, and it's right.
Interesting.
For sure.
Yeah, that shit
I
scared
bet they
the
put a whole bunch of money on it. They had that fucking sports almanac and shit, bro. And Back to the Future.
that shit,
1.21 gigawatts on this fight, baby.
Reed says the Game Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy. It could be a Game Boy. Speaking of Game Boys, shout out to our boy Nate who just bought. Did you see that, Vinny? He bought a graded Game Boy.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Sealed?
Yep.
It's probably
Sealed, not sealed. Hold on. Don't chat in the chat. For some reason it's coming up on the thing. Let me change that.
What do you
I
mean?
gotta figure out how to change that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Was it coming up on? Oh,
Mama.
okay.
Pulps? Is that what that is?
No, just magazines.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I need
I
to
agree.
find somewhere selling good mags.
Hey, look at this one.
That's
Except it's
sick.
got hole punches.
So,
Dude, I gotta show you. I have the Sports Illustrated from 1936.
Oh, the first one?
The
What?
first one.
That is
there's a
dope,
pre.
man.
There's a pre.
There were 3 iterations of Sports Illustrated. One from 1936. It lasted for just a little while. They sold the rights in 1949 to another company, and then they sold the rights like a year later to Time magazine, which is the Sports Illustrated that came out in whatever 1952. So there's been
They sold it to Time Life, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't.
Who's on the cover of the 1936?
It was just like, I think it was just like some random rugby player or something like that. So I'll have to find it. Once I find it, I'll put it up.
That's actually pretty dope, man.
Yeah, you know what's badass is that they're re-enhancing the old football games from the 70s and 80s with 4K and AI. So I was going to hit up Sean because they had the Jets and Raiders enhanced. And, dude, it looked badass, man.
On what was it on? What are you talking about?
On YouTube. So go to NFL Enhanced, and they have restored football games in HD 4K. And
oh, so not from Sunday night.
No.
I was like,
better
I was
football
like,
games.
that was pretty decent broadcast, and we won. I guess I could watch that boring ass game again.
No, man, it's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, so they get the Heidi game. Do they have a? I don't know if you guys saw they had Heidi on before the actual actress from Heidi was on before.
Really?
Before the Jets and Raiders, yeah, the one they interrupted 55 years ago or whatever it was.
That was a classic, right?
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
Well, that's going
Non-Raider
on.
fans and not too many people probably know what I'm talking about, but it was kind of cool. They told the story.
No, that
I mean,
that happened
Heidi
in
my house. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about?
that happened in 72, the Heidi game where the Raiders were coming back and they cut to the Heidi movie, right? The Sunday night movie of the week or some shit.
Yeah, at 8 p.m. they flipped the Raiders down by 2 touchdowns. At 8 p.m. They flipped over to Heidi. The Raiders scored 3 touchdowns, and everybody thought that, but they switched over to Heidi right in the middle of it without saying anything. The switchboards, they called in New York, it shut down. They never had that many phone calls. Everybody went to bed thinking, well, fuck it, I guess the Jets won anyway. Everybody woke up and found out the Raiders won the game. It's known as the Heidi deal. So they had the actress on before the Sunday night game.
Hey,
So-
you know, I just thought about this, Sean. So you remember, and this is kind of football. You remember last year when Lovie Smith went for the win, the Houston Texans coach, and he went for the win. The owner got pissed off. He fired him, right? But because of that win, they got the second pick.
And they
Right,
would have
as
gotten
opposed to the
CJ
first
Stroud.
pick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They might have taken Stroud anyway, though. A lot of people had him number 1.
Yep.
So it's Carolina traded the house to get up there.
Yeah.
They were actually looking for a number 1 receiver, but they traded DJ Moore for the rights to that pick.
Bro,
Sinister
CJ
Titan
Stroud,
says,
man.
Brian, where can I suggest some tracks, bro? Trying to put you onto some other dope rappers and tracks. So check it out, Sinister Titan. The link to the playlist is below. Check the playlist if the song isn't on there. Just under the video, under the YouTube video, comment under the YouTube
Mellow,
video,
bro.
and I'll add those tracks. So 77 live at the beginning of the show. What's up, everybody? So this is probably the biggest story of the night that we're going to go through really quickly, that being the Madam Web trailer. You guys seen it?
Yeah.
All right, let's watch it again.
Absolutely, man. Kind of excited, but yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go.
What do you want from me? Why do you care for me? Why do you know?
Hey, come on. Get your stuff. Let's go. Let's try that again. A week ago, I spent my life racing against time. I'm gonna help you out today, okay? Trying to save people who were running out of it. Jesse! Until one moment changed everything.
Come on! Welcome back to the land of the living.
I don't understand what's happening. I've been having visions. I knew he was gonna die. I think I'm seeing the future.
New York City's a whole new level of crazy these days.
What do you want from me?
New York City's a whole new level of crazy these days.
This is an emergency. Get off the train. That man's trying to kill you.
Real quick, just so I don't get hit by, hopefully don't get hit by the copyright people. I fucking love when time travel movies are done right. And it feels like that there's just enough of the time travel in it where it's not going to be a problem. Like, I think they might do it right on this one. You know what I mean? Hopefully it isn't a big part of the story, you know?
What? Who are you? What is going on? I can see the future. Oh, what the hell? She didn't see that coming? That's not how it works. I've seen that man before. So who is he? Ezekiel Sims. He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
Wait, I recognize you. You live in my building.
You're the paramedic. Yeah, you almost ran me over.
You don't think this is weird? How we're all connected?
It's honestly like the least weird thing that's happened.
That was pretty stupid right there. That was kind of dumb.
All day.
What do you want from me?
I like the song.
I have no idea what those girls are coming. Why don't you want from me?
Is that Rage Theo? Is Ezekiel?
You're the paramedic. Yeah, you almost ran me over.
You don't think this is weird? How we're all connected?
It's honestly like the least weird thing that's happened all day.
What do you want from me? I have no idea what those girls are coming. Why don't you want from me?
I think he can see into the future.
What are you want from me?
He's trying to change what happens. Julia, get down!
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me?
Your future was almost so different.
Where do we go?
If you want to live, you have to trust me. Get ready. Now! You're showing off. Maybe a little.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah.
Give it a chance. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, I'll give it a chance. See what it's going to tie into with all the time travel and stuff like that. You know, we'll see. Marvel's already advertising it. We'll see how they go, where they go with it. Good casting. Attractive casting, which is gonna be a plus these days. So yeah, I'm with it. We'll see how much action it really is. We'll see how much costumes they actually get, how much time in costumes. So yeah, there you go. There's one example.
I mean, for what it's worth, it looks better than the Venom movies. So
yeah.
So the ASM J. Scott Campbell, the number 30, the first appearance of Ezekiel, like a raw sold today for $50.
Wow, bro.
Oh wow,
that's high.
Yeah,
we've been digging those
high.
things for $5 and $10 a long time. Okay, hold on. I'm really writing down to get that shit down in my
One,
closet.
two, and then 3 of them sold for $30. Yeah, the 9.6 sold for 116. So they're flying today, bro.
For him, huh? Okay.
wow.
I mean, he's got the same powers as Spider-Man. So you're seeing Spider-Man flying all over the place. So you got a Spider-Man. It's just not the one everybody wants.
Pretty much. I've always liked that the Julia Carpenter, Sydney Sweeney's gonna do, and she's gonna get love no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. I was trying to find. So what are they putting as the first?
Oh man, I forgot about the newsstands. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, the newsies are nuts. Those are tough too. So we've got what's her name? So Julia Carpenter. I was looking up. His Secret Wars 6 is her first appearance as Spider Woman, but
it's 7, isn't it?
In a cameo. Is it 7? Okay.
Yeah.
There's a cameo in 6, but it's not on the label.
You know, there's a this one I like right here. This collected edition.
What is that?
Oh yeah.
That's
tough.
cool.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's tough to get in high grade because it has that like cardboard stock cover almost, like really thick.
Where was that from?
Marvel put it out after the first two. I can't remember when though. Not too long.
Marvel used to do that with the Ultimate Spider-Mans, the collected editions.
And it'll be what, like a couple issues?
Yeah.
Right.
And
so let's. I'm sure. Cover price has got to have it on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look. My internet is dog shit again. All of a sudden, freaking Dino came on here and showed me 1,000 down and 1,000 up. I was like, holy shit. It should be in there. I don't know why they don't have it. They don't have it.
See it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's a collected
for what,
edition.
or that particular book.
Yeah, the collected edition. Just to find out when it came out, you know. It's got a $3.95 price tag on it. Yeah, those are cool.
I've got a bunch of them.
Well, that came. It says it 2001. So when did the original one come out?
The original one came out in 2001 June.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're just listing that as the date then. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, man.
It says release date July 25, 2001.
Wow. So it came out a month later. Must have been that big of a story.
I don't know. That's what Marvel Database is showing me.
That's cool,
and it is showing collected edition.
I'm surprised that cover price doesn't also say first J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man. That's just as big as a key right now, you know?
Yeah.
And you see that early work on Campbell, that's a lot of Art Adams influence right there, man.
Yeah, man. That's a beautiful early Campbell art right there.
And he's sticking his ass out like a porn star, bro.
Well, keep that image in your head there, Hood.
Okay. You gonna talk about Will Smith or what?
Oh man.
No, we're not.
He was getting murdered. Dude, the way that dude described it, god damn, dude.
Talk about it. 9/8 150.
Sounds like a ghost story, bro.
9/8 150. Also, first appearance of Moreland, who's a major character, man.
Oh, that's right. Moreland also.
That's a great book, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they've always been pretty popular, you know, but like this a whole I didn't think they were going to go all out with Ezekiel and him being all spideyed out, dude, you know?
Yeah,
I wonder if he gets a costume. Oh, never mind. He does. I was wondering if the girls do. He definitely has it. Shows.
Let's see. You got a Rania. You got a Rania in there too.
Does he have webs though, dude?
That I don't know. Did they show?
I don't remember Ezekiel having webs, but I always just remember he could crawl on walls and shit. Yeah. And he had super strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, didn't he become a good character too? Right?
What's that?
Did he end up becoming like a good guy?
Am
I thinking that wrong?
I don't know. I don't know.
Awesome Sauce Radio says the trailer wasn't that bad. Movie looks good. I don't understand why Sony doesn't make these movies in the first place more.
Well, I'm sure their plan early on was to do all of these movies, right? And then have it connected and then build the world. And because you already got the Spidey with not Tom Holland, but what's his name? What's the other Spider-Man's fucking name?
Garfield.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield. So they're building the world around Garfield, and then you just plop him in there. I don't know. So you've got Morbius, you've got Venom. Can't wait for Craven. And now you've got so now you've got some characters now, dude.
The problem is that they're just so hit or miss.
Yeah.
On the Sony side, I think that's the issue, is that, you know, you'll have one that's decent, and you'll have one that sucks, and you'll have like something like the Spider-Verse movie, and then, you know, it just keeps on going back and forth. So it's not, there's no consistency.
There's a couple of Dynamic Forces versions of number 30 also. I doubt you're gonna find them.
Rare.
One's 1500 with Straczynski, and one is numbered to 99 with Straczynski and Quesada.
Wow.
But it's the same cover, so it's not like Black Widow or something. You know what I mean? So I doubt you're even going to get too much of a premium for those unless it's one of the Quesada ones. And to be honest, most people don't even know it exists.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of people are saying that they feel like this is like CW quality movie making.
that looks better than that to me. It's as good as whatever else we've seen lately.
Well, I could understand the costumes, because this kind of looks like CW quality costume right here.
Well, it's the first trailer, right? Let's see what happens. Because if this picks up steam on Twitter and social media and stuff like that, they'll go back and do some reshoots and things like that and add some stuff to it. You know, if they feel like there's a movement around this. But you know, it's all about likability too. If like you like, you know, and Sean makes a great point. Like, the pretty girls, you know, so the likability too. If they're likable actors, I mean characters, I mean that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at her, Brie Larson. You know, I mean, for some reason, like a lot of people didn't like her.
Well, let's talk about that. What did you guys think about the Marvels?
And then I'll just throw one more in there. Looked like everybody can see the link. It doesn't matter. There's Marvel must-haves.
Let's take a look.
So we got
look at that. That is nice.
No, that's Steve's listing. Of course, he already knew. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that. To be honest, I left some of those behind. There's not too many Marvel must-haves.
The only one that's worth anything to pick up is the NYX one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one for sure. It's always has been, and it's stayed up there in value. So,
yeah, that's interesting, dude.
Man,
what?
Everybody already noticed that they were selling newsstands. Damn it!
What did you guys think of the Marvels, the movie?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I saw it Thursday. Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a lot better than it was gonna be going by the commercials. I thought some of the stuff came off better the way they did it than it did in the commercials. So, say like the switching of the characters, switching of the powers and going in and out of the scenes, they kind of played off that, and they made it kind of cool the way that they did it and worked together as a team. Myself, the other people in the audience seem to like Kamala, no matter what all the old guys on Instagram and in our Discords think of her. I thought she was pretty entertaining, and so did the other people that I went with, who are not as, they see all the comic movies, but they're not, you know, nobody's as nerdy as this, really. None of my friends. So they're definitely not going to have any background of ever having even read Kamala, because their age, even though they're younger than me, even the age that they would have been reading comics, she wasn't around. So there's no background. So, and they had watched Miss Marvel, so they seemed to like it. I don't know. She made me laugh. The whole thing was good. Out of the other things that Bree's been in, I think this was the best. The singing scene, I really wanted to leave. I wish that's where I had. I wish that's where I took my. I did pee once. I wish that's where I did it. But I don't like musicals in the first place, so there's that. So you're never gonna get me with that scene. But other than that, man, I don't know. I liked how it went. Most of the complaints I've seen are people who literally didn't watch the movie. So, and I'm talking all of them. Like the people I've known that have gone to see it, most of them tell me that they've were entertained. People in the comments, they were entertained. So it was entertaining. It was a lot better than Ant-Man. Definitely not as good as Guardians. Yeah, so I enjoyed it. I tell people that they should go see it. I don't know what we're talking about. The after credits are gonna both after credits. There's only one, but yeah, so that there's only one after credits, but there's two different halves to it in two different places. So we've got basically an Avenger side, and eventually, obviously, an X-Men side. So both those are make me pretty happy to see the crossovers. Clearly, we're leading into Deadpool's going to be the crossover game changer.
Yeah.
If they fuck up Deadpool, they are screwed. Right?
Yeah.
Like, because they've got man, they brought back one of the most beloved on-screen heroes in Jackman. Deadpool's going to have his fans no matter what, from young to old, to just having a cool costume and making jokes, to being an actor that basically nobody hates in Ryan Reynolds. So we're gonna see how they put it together. We're gonna see how it goes when that happens, and definitely we're gonna have the universes crossing and things like that. So great after credits, good movie, and I would see it. I would definitely see it when it comes on, and if you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to like it. I'm not putting my guarantee stamp of approval like I would have in some of the movies, from the past. But here, I liked it. So,
what about the whole binary thing? What do you think about that?
It was cool to see her. She was around a lot in the Claremont run, right?
Yeah.
So we might be going back with some of this, which is what people would love to see. There's so much backstory that they can work with. Miss Marvel was around a lot back then, or Captain Marvel. So we will see, man. We will see.
I mean, honestly, cool. everybody who's kind of watched it, like you, Sean, who I've heard from, everybody says it was pretty good, actually. Yeah. So it's just when you read kind of like the reviews or things like that people are bombing it, feels like. So I mean, I'm definitely.
It seemed pretty good. I saw most of it on Twitter, most of the movie, and then I saw the after credits on TikTok. So
I did get some unintentional spoilers, because see, that's not bad. Look at that. What, 84% audience score. Some could be. I don't give a fuck about the credit. Hey, dude. You know what? Maybe it's not for the 45-year-old dudes like me who are just going by box office money, right? You're out there, you're a straight adult with going by just a few dollars in a box office to tell you if the movie was good or not. Dude, this is a new era. We're not going to get, you know what I mean? There's a weekend with a summer weekend with Barbie and Oppenheimer's, just a one-off. I'm sorry, it's not like it. It's not like it used to be. So
no, people consume a lot of different ways now. So I think especially after the pandemic, it's still, movie theaters are not people's first sort of way to watch movies as much anymore as it used to be. Now people kind of wait for Netflix and whatever they're streaming.
That's that was my biggest point, Vinny. How do you get people back into the movie theater?
Yeah.
And there's got to be something different that they offer. Maybe they restructure and make everything IMAX. But to pay those prices, and I mean, you want to be able to see it in the biggest screen. You want to have comfortable seats. You know, maybe they just have to redo their format. Maybe do something totally out of the box. I mean, they've got like D-box seats, and they've got, you know, it seems like if movie theaters want to hang around, and people have been going to the movies since the 20s, or, you know, but if you want these things to stick around, like you've got to be different. You've got to reinvent, you know, reinvent yourself. I mean, because people can go out and get an 4K TV, OLED TV, and just get 100-inch, and they've got a theater there, and they convince themselves it's better than the movie theater. But there's great energy in a movie theater when it's a great movie and it's a big, gigantic screen. The sound's great, and you've got the audience. Like, there's no comparison.
Yeah, I agree with you, and you'll never see me on. I'm gonna be broken record on any of this YouTube stuff that I do about get out and go see a movie. I don't care if it's this one. I don't care what it is, man. I promise you, I have a very nice TV sound system set up here for things that I might, you know, that for just things that I want to watch. But when things are meant to be on the big screen, I want to go see them. I don't go as, I'm not going to say I go as much to non visually attractive movies as much, but I'll tell you what, I like to get out of the house and go do it. I like, you know, I like when we're out at movies and restaurants instead of door dashing and turning on the TV, man.
Hey, Vinny,
that's the way I live. That's the way I hope everybody else lives again someday. I don't know.
Did you send the link?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is the interesting part. Marvel's lost a ton of money, obviously, but most of the people are saying it wasn't that bad. So that's very interesting to me. The second end credit thing that they showed, of course, like Sean said, you saw the Beast reveal, X-Men reveal, and it sounded like Kelsey Grammer, right? It sounded like the original Beast from, you know, the movies. So
yeah,
but you know what? Also, I saw on Twitter they were getting a lot of hate for that too. I don't understand why they were getting hate for that. Some people were saying it was cheesy or something. Maybe,
I don't know. Looked good. I thought it was people actually loving having Beast on there.
Yeah,
that was all the haters saying. The only good part was that they're going to introduce X-Men.
Yeah.
I liked the.
Yeah, we get it. You're old. We're old. I get it, man.
I like the chemistry between. No, the chemistry between Kamala Khan and Haley Atwell, or what's her name? Haley Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld.
That was the good part too. Young Avengers, and we knew about that for a long time, right? I mean,
no, but she's recruiting her like
Fury,
Nick Fury, right? And then please, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want you to please.
Yeah.
So
dude,
like,
it's hilarious.
See that girl carrying the movie, like that girl didn't need Brie Larson or the other one who plays Monica. I think she's a special actor, man. I mean, she's going to be around for a while, dude.
Yeah, I mean, they're clearly. I mean, they're kicking off Young Avengers almost like she's a captain, you know. And then that brings in, you know, that more along the lines of Champions or something like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not the original Champions, because we all need Ghost Rider and Iceman together with Hercules.
Hercules.
That's what I'm talking about. Champions 1 never gets enough love, man.
Well, that Binary book is going to be on every list in the world. Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what is let's see what cover price has got on there. They probably got it on there already. Let's go, internet. Come on. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, but they attacked the Marvels, like the critics. They attacked it like it was political or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like I think they're tired of these superhero movies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't get why it's that big a deal. Like, just let people enjoy it. They gotta do something that I'm not in favor of everything that they've done. I'm not by any means thinking them perfect, but look, I don't know. I mean, using the best characters that they've sort of been given with Monica, maybe not Bree, but they need somebody to do, or maybe not. She whatever you want to say, she hasn't gotten the best feedback from people for all these years, and so she never has. But little Miss Marvel killed it. Haley, I mean, the Hawkeye show is one of my favorite things that has been put out.
You can pick these up for pretty cheap. I haven't seen. I mean, it's probably a tough 9.8. I haven't seen any 9.8 sales, but
yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, not at all. 9.6 for $100. Yes, but still,
jeez.
9.8 signature series, less than $350. Yeah, $255 for a 9.8.
That's best offer, except
wow, it's not the easiest 9.8 either.
Mm-mm.
That's a good buy right there. At $255.
Fuck yeah! I'd say shit. I thought anything in that run,
greatest X-Men run. Yeah,
I don't know, 180 or something should be at least that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, what a great time period for comics.
Maybe honestly maybe it throws people off since it's not Carol Danvers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No.
Maybe. So the other thing that we're hearing is that Jonathan, what's his name? Jonathan, the dude that's playing Kang.
Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors is out ski when it comes to Avengers 5, I guess. That they're going to be doing Doom instead.
And the director's out also.
Yeah. Director's out
the
also.
Director who directed Shang-Chi.
Yep. He's still going to do...
He was supposed to direct...
Fantastic Four, right? He's still doing Fantastic Four?
What? Who's doing it? Sorry, I was reading.
So,
no, I
Destin Daniel Cretton. Destin Daniel Cretton. So, here we go. Destin Daniel Cretton departs as director on Avengers The Kang Dynasty, remains aboard for Wonder Man, Shang-Chi 2, and more.
Oh, thank God he's going to stay on as Wonder Man director. Thank God.
Wonder Man was going to happen. That's crazy.
And we were in trouble if he didn't remain the director for Wonder Man. We were in some serious trouble.
But that sets up the whole Doom, the actual Doom, role that they can play with Secret Wars, which is going to be sweet.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather have Doom
And
anyway.
they fucked up a good thing, dude, with Jonathan Majors. It's not like he went out and hit somebody, It's
cancel culture, bro. It's cancel culture. Yeah. So it's just as a lot of people told me over the last week, times change, brother. It's the times we live in. So
it's not as bad as like 2 years ago.
Well, let's see here. If Doom comes in, all the Doom stuff is already ridiculously high already. So you're not gonna.
Yeah.
Nobody's out there.
If you haven't been buying Doom stuff by now, dude. Like.
Yeah, nobody's out there specking on it. But Dr. Doom. Here we go. Replaces Kang as Avengers' main villain in epic MCU art. That's interesting. What do we got going on here? Marvel Studios reportedly considered replacing Kang with Dr. Doom, and a sinister fan poster sees the Fantastic Four villain face the new Avengers. What? Dr. Doom
To be honest, honestly, considering the way it's going, and I'm not. Let's just take his whatever legal shit out of it. It was probably the way they should have gone in the first place.
Yeah, I think everybody's probably more hyped for Dr. Doom, to be honest.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fan poster. Get the fuck Screen Rant. Why would you post that? What are they doing with that, dude? That is stupid.
That's how bad news is. They're reporting on fake posters and fake videos.
Do AI writing stories about
The
posters
cinematography on this fake
AI
video
made.
wasn't good.
AI writing on AI posters.
Making fake headlines.
God, dude.
Yeah. So that's still just, I guess, a rumor, but it sounds like a rumor that might be pretty close to saying that it's real. Chat, let us know if you've seen any confirmed information on that. I'd definitely love to know.
We got Din Djarin's going to play Mr. Fantastic.
What do you guys think about that? I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what? And it makes me think. So he was in was it 1984 or 85? The Wonder Woman when he was. Oh God, dude! He was terrible. Right, trying to goofy act like that. Right, he's great as Din Djarin. He's great.
When he doesn't. Yeah. Jesus.
He's great.
He's good in Narcos, right? Wasn't he in Narcos?
Oh, Narcos, spectacular. Yeah, but like I don't get that casting, man. Not as Reed. Keep it the Office guy.
That's a rumor. I don't think they put pen to paper or anything.
They say it's far enough along. At first, they were saying if there's time between The Last of Us and some other thing that he is involved with, that they should do it, and they're pretty far along. Blah blah blah. So, in what's it called? My Time to Shine. Hello said it was confirmed. Some people say that person trolls or whatever, but Dino's talking
his name.
Her, so
they should just keep what's his name from
Zitsky or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes,
man.
I agree.
Just fucking keep him, dude.
I agree, dude.
Let Leonardo DiCaprio play Doom. Right? Let's see what happens.
Let this guy play Doom. I'd rather have this guy play Doom. You know what I mean? Like instead of Reed Richards.
Over Reed Richards, yeah.
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 Whatever.
I mean, if you could tell us Jim from The Office once, you can do it again, right?
Yeah.
I don't like this thing where we have all so many characters playing all the roles. You know what I mean? Like, I really hope that for the Zelda thing, they put some new actors out there. Like, I don't want to see the same motherfuckers keep playing the same roles in the same big universes. Like, now we're getting to the point where actors are going to play multiple roles in a universe they're already in and weird shit like that. And
it's been happening already. It's stupid.
Yeah, I definitely don't like that. Or like having, you're gonna play Aquaman and Lobo. You're in DC, man. And don't get me wrong, I think he'd be a badass Lobo. So there's that part, but it's got to be completely separated. And Aquaman's got to be dead and have nothing to do with the past, you know. So yeah, and you have to fight the Rock for it, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Some of the casting I don't get, and to be honest, that's sound like whatever I sound like, but to say that they cast very attractive females for the trailer that we watched to start. That's a smarter way to go about it, you know. Like they got some older ladies in some positions of power that are like way too big of roles that it's like, dude, nobody wants to watch anymore, you know.
Yeah.
What if see that South Park where they're making fun of Kathleen Kennedy and?
I've been seeing clips of it because I can't avoid them.
But
I'd like to see it. Yeah, the Panderverse.
You know what, dude? Me and my buddy Keith talked about it, and one of the things that we talked about that blew me away is that Trey and Matt from South Park can get away with anything.
Anything.
Absolutely anything they can get away with it. Why do you guys think that is? I want to know, like, what the chat too. Why do you think that those two guys can get away with literally anything?
I think they got into Hollywood early enough that they have some extensive footage of people joining Mormon orgies. and purchasing some extra sister wives from Mormon Nation over, and that's why they can get away with fucking with the Latter-day Saints, with Hollywood, with everything. They got something on somebody, man. They've been around a long time.
Everybody.
Right, dude. They get everybody. It's the greatest social commentary of the last 25 years.
Right? Yeah, it's funny though. People who would be offended by watching whatever it is or hearing whatever it is, they'll see it on South Park and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's
yeah, I agree with that."
Like, maybe what? That's how you deliver your message.
Yeah,
right through Cartman.
Yeah.
Respect my authority. Right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous paper cutouts. This shit is just funny as hell.
Then you'd better put a chick in it and make it fucking gay as fuck.
Jesus. Yeah, that wasn't our answer to make everything.
Speaking of Epstein, there he is in South Park.
They're gonna. They actually draw.
Go back up, Brian. Let me hear that Epstein one.
But we are all being controlled by an elite, wealthy, and privileged few. When Jeffrey Epstein, the billionaire, was found guilty of sex trafficking, he was set to squeal on all the elites in Hollywood and in Washington who used his child sex services. But Epstein was...
Jesus. God, dude. See what I mean? They get away with anything, bro. They get away with anything. And here's the original South Park.
What?
This is the original.
Out of coal. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, dude! What? Don't put the magic hat on the snowman.
The original.
Is that real OG or are they making fun of him?
I think they're making fun of the real OG is the Santa versus Jesus stuff, right?
Yeah, I remember all that.
Oh, that shit was good. Yeah, Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky and Towley.
Towley is one of the greatest characters ever.
I was like 20 fucking years. Dude, I started that, man. I was a freshman in college in '97, and then my roommate was like, "You haven't seen this shit?" In a dorm. He's like, "You haven't seen this?" I was like, "No, what the fuck are you putting on?" And that's it. Hooked for the rest of my life. Yep. So good, man.
Have you guys seen those Towley? Who did the Towley sneakers? You remember those?
No, I haven't seen that.
All right, dude, check these out, bro. Dude, look at how bad Adidas.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. The gazelles?
No, the campus.
Campus? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
Right?
Yo, Adidas, they've been doing some cool stuff lately. They've also been doing they had the Simpsons one, and then they had I just saw an Itchy and Scratchy one in the store the other day.
Really?
Wow.
That is cool.
Yeah. Did y'all see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? What was it? There's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think Adidas shell toe sneaker coming out, and the packaging is like toy packaging.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not out yet. It's coming.
So where we can see that? What is it? Got a clear plastic shell over the shoe, like toys?
It's like shell toe Adidas or something. Yeah, that's it. It's probably it. So they're doing like shell toe Teenage Ninja Turtles, but then look at the packaging, like that last picture, for example.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, look at that. That's dope.
Oh, look at that, dude. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Now we all need to hang it on our fucking wall.
Wow.
Right?
I know. I just want to buy the shoes and just put them up.
Bro, that's how you sell a shoe right there, bro.
Yeah.
They're totally playing to the collector, and I'm all for it, dude. Man.
That's good. And then Ninja Turtles, dude. Think about how perfectly marketed they're the exact same thing, just with a different piece of equipment and a different color fucking eye band.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, right? That's it. You just paint one's blue, one's orange.
See, this is something where I don't think you have to limit this. Like you could make this and this would be $1 million item.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this, and you could, continue on doing shoes in a holder like that, man.
Yeah, I think they're
I don't
badass.
know, but hey, do you have
Yeah,
any
that
we
would be
could
fun.
try on? Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Price
those
not in
will
your
do.
shoebox.
Those will do just fine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
those look sick.
I think that's badass.
Hey, Vinny,
Yeah,
do you
dude,
got
Yeah,
do
go
you
ahead.
got that Astro Boy near you by any chance? We keep forgetting to
do.
talk about that, dude. Check this shit
Dude,
out. We haven't talked about this yet. Vinny was always looking for the first Astro Boy, and I remember like a year back maybe you talked about it on the show. You were searching for it, and there was like a weird thing with it, right? Where what we think is the first Astro Boy isn't really the first Astro Boy.
Well, yeah, I was talking about the book, because they're like Topher and Clint Jocelyn did that list of manga, and so when they did that list, I'm not gonna lie, that thing just inspired me to, I don't know how many years ago that was, but it inspired me to just kind of look for all these first appearances. So I started doing a bunch of research, and what there's no knock to them, but what they had listed as the first appearance of Astro Boy was actually like a later reprint from like the 60s or something. So I kind of kept researching it, and I found Shonen. It's called Shonen number 7 from 1951. 1951, Shonen number 7. So I found it. Somebody put this on eBay. I've had this search just sitting there for like, I don't know how long, year and a half. And if you look inside, it's that's the first Astro Boy.
Wow, that's freaking cool.
Right? So check this out. So here's somebody wrote up about it 3 years ago on Reddit, it looks like. Here's the comic and everything.
Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, this thing, shoot, I was even looking when I was in Japan in September, like for this thing. So I was pretty psyched to see this.
What is the one that they think is the first one all the time?
If you look, I mean, if you can actually pull up their list.
Hold
but
on.
But I can try to find a link to it. Give me 1 sec.
First Astro Boy.
Yeah, I'll show you. Hold on. It's like because they did like a reprint of the whole series later on. Let me see.
Adam, also known as Astro Boy or just Astro in English, originally appeared as a supporting character in the Tezuka comic Adam Tashi, Ambassador Adam, sometimes referred to as Captain Adam, which appeared in
That's the one.
Shonen, a monthly magazine for boys, April 1951.
Yeah, but there was another book that people thought was the book, and it's more common, and it's from like 1962 because they redid the whole series. They started it all over again in 1962. So that's the one that kind of people have been. I guess that's it. That's it right there. That's kind of the one that people usually are looking for. But that's a re-up of the whole series.
That's cool, dude.
But still, I mean, it's still a cool book to have. It's just like 10 years later, though.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was pretty stoked, and now especially, you guys heard about Beckett's going to start grading manga now.
Beckett is?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I told you, Brian, they have those clear slabs, so I wonder if that goes, if they'll do pulps and things like that. But I had sent you some pics of like some Sports Illustrated. They did a comic too with their Beckett slabs.
If you go to, there's actually a Beckett manga IG that they
No
just
shit.
started. Yeah, they just started it like this
Wow.
past week.
They've been listening to me, bro. That's what
Yeah,
I've been
actually,
saying. They should get rid of CBCS and just change it to Beckett and
Yeah.
have that clear slab so it looks nothing like CGC.
Here it is right here. Bada-boom.
There it is. So they're taking first submissions November 17th through 19th. I think at the anime, maybe it's Anime NYC or whatever that convention's called. Yeah, Anime NYC. So
That's a game changer right there.
so Josh sent me this link.
Josh
when
was
he
in
saw
here
it.
before.
Yeah, I saw him in the chat earlier,
yeah.
but they, I don't know. I think he mentioned something about CGC coming down the line too, like year or something like that. So I don't know if that's really the case. I'll just wait.
Dude,
But
they're doing VHS also. Wow.
who? CGC?
Beckett.
Oh, Beckett. Yeah.
Yeah, it says card grading VHS.
Yeah.
Ticket authentication. Grading autograph.
I've already done ticket authentication. I bought that first Wembanyama ticket I got from the G League was Beckett graded.
Let's talk about Wembanyama, man. Wembanyama stuff's going crazy right now. Everybody's asking about Wembanyama this, Wembanyama this. People pulling crazy Wembanyamas out of packs they're not supposed to pull them out of. All kinds of craziness, man. It's absolutely nuts. So we'll get into that. Actually, you know what? We'll get into that a little later. We just had our guest show up. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to welcome Dan from Rewind Grading. What's going on, brother?
Hey, guys. How you guys doing today?
Good. Perfect timing. We just brought up VHS grading. We were talking about the Beckett just announced they were going to be doing their manga. So we saw that they also do VHS grading. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before we kind of jump in, I just want to say, so everybody, this is Dan Allegra. He is one of the founders of Rewind Grading, but I've known him for a while from the whole video game scene. So he's one of the guys who was very early in video game collecting and getting them graded, and just somebody I've learned a lot about video games in general and variants and all of those things. So he's like anything that I'm talking about on the show, he's like one of the masters. So, you know, I just got to put that out there first before anything.
We've been really geeking out over grading of different things lately, the things you don't usually see, you know, the new video game stuff that CGC is doing has kind of pulled us into looking at grading, you know, video games, obviously, but more than anything, I think we've been kind of geeking out over cassette tape grading also. And Rewind Grading does a bunch of cassette grading too. So we'll get into that also, you know, throughout the night. We got some of that stuff in our market report too. But tell us a little about Rewind Grading and, you know, where you guys came from and what you guys do over there.
Oh, well, first, thanks for having me. Thank you, Vinny, for the very pleasant introduction. I've been a lifelong collector. I've been into comic books since I was a kid. So that was where I started, was comic books. So when I, you know, coming in, you know, I know you guys do a lot with comic books. I'm like, oh, perfect, you know, because I still have my comic book collection and still, like, there's books I look for. You know, I kind of, when I was first getting into video games, it was kind of, I was strong into comic books, and it was like 2011. I was looking for a Mario 3 sealed, and, you know, from there came back to it many years later, and, you know, went through the whole video game thing and really was saying like, hey, I love music. I love collecting different parts of music, and sealed stuff has always been something really weird. And like, you can't explain why you want it sealed. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense sometimes. But, you know, I was going through the rabbit holes and, you know, was looking at what I wanted to do with the next few years in collecting, because I want to do something kind of bigger. And so long story short, I founded Rewind Grading Company 2 years ago. We do VHS, cassettes, CDs, beta, starting next year, vinyl and Laserdisc. We do a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of companies start off doing, you know, one item, that's all they do. We kind of jumped in the deep end. You know, we only want to do things we could really add value to. Like, we don't want to just grade something because, hey, people would pay us. But one thing is we want to add value to that community and marketplace. So music's very dear to me personally. I pretty much worked my whole adult life in music. So it was awesome to be able to really try to help that. And if you go back to that other page, one thing I like to show is there's a truck running over encapsulation. And that was one of our things we did to kind of show.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, that was.
Wow.
We try to show that, like, it's about the love for the hobby, and the product, once you get one in your hand, it really I really feel like it does a good job of that.
That's impressive, man.
Yeah, this is like one of our VHSs, Short Circuit. This wasn't something made, by some big company thing. We spent years mastering this and, making it better. And, we do this for $35 right now. So,
dude, the grade is on the side too, bro.
Yep.
Get the hell out, dude. That's badass,
That
dude.
is sick. Yeah, if you just
I call it library view because, as a collector, you stack them sideways. You don't have enough room. You want to see which one you're getting into. So, like on the back, this could be kind of hard to show, but we put different facts, and we put the grading notes. If there's like a damage, like a crack, we say, where is it, and such. So, yeah, that's cool library view right there. So
Look at that.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, they grade CDs too. Think about that. We're getting to the point where we're grading CDs now, dude.
Yeah.
I also have, here's an M&M CD.
Oh, look at that. That's sick, dude.
Wow.
So, it really, it's funny because it's such a new hobby for many, but I think, cassettes is something that, where I feel I'm really confident, and people just absolutely love when they've gotten these in their hand because they're just,
they look great. Look at how great they look.
Bro, that looks badass, dude.
Yeah. So, and this is polycarbonate. This isn't like acrylic glued. We, had to professionally get these designed and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm really excited for people to get them in their hands because it really is a great product. But also, I look forward to people kind of exploring music. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like, hey, this is the next big thing. You're gonna get rich quick. But, the thing is, people can collect stuff from their childhood at an affordable price, in my opinion. Like, a lot of CDs are $20, right? And there's going to be some down the road, of course, that are going to be hard to find because, the retail copies are not easy. So I think, Vinny, you collect a bit, right? And
yeah,
some stuff's a bit harder than you would imagine.
It is. I started probably maybe 6 to 8 months ago, and it is a little tougher than you would think, for sure. But I mean, I've been grabbing some stuff. The big fish that I would want to get, like especially in the hip hop realm, it's been a little tough. So,
do you mind saying what that is?
With just things like like the Wu-Tang first album, or Nas Illmatic, or things like that. And the other thing is, honestly, is just trying to know whether you're buying the correct print of it, right? That's the other thing.
And if you're buying a factory sealed one compared to maybe someone pulling some shenanigans. So, that's one thing I want to mention while I was here is, hype stickers are, not every tape has a hype sticker. What we call that is that sticker on the front that hypes the album. So this is a Sublime self-titled. This one's actually pretty rare, and it has a What I Got hype sticker. And a lot of people that reseal, like, they're out there. Unfortunately, I don't want to come here and say, hey, look at this, and then not warn you of the bad actors, But, people do try to reseal these, and, luckily, that's why we're here, right? So,
the ones that you catch, do you open them up?
No,
you know what I mean? Right. Hey, we had to check.
Oh yeah, no. If it's my own, we do that, and we're gonna release more content showing. We do that with VHS. We'll open up ones where, like, hey, this is a resale. Let us show you. We open it up and show you what's inside. We've done that in the past, and we'll continue to. It's about the community, right? You want to, comic books. I feel, at least myself, you didn't have to worry about that as much. Maybe a little bit of the restoration, or maybe there's some color touch. But here it's a little bit more tricky, where you got to kind of protect a little bit of the community more, because all you're talking about sometimes is a very small piece of plastic that makes a difference between a $5 item and a $5,000 item.
So when we're talking about tapes and stuff, I want to ask a couple of questions about, like, collecting. You know how, like, in comics, we want the first appearances, and we know that certain, there's a newsstand edition, there's this. Do people, like, look for singles above, because singles came out before the cassettes came out? Are singles something people cherish more than they do the actual cassette, or is it the opposite way around?
It's opposite for the most part so far. People want that big album, the big album that, hey, this is 36 chambers, right? But there is people speculating that first appearances will make a big difference. Like if I have a 7-inch record, which is what it sounds like. It's 7 inches, the small ones, and it's Elvis's first record. I think it's amazing. I think it's super cool, super rare. It's worth money, but a lot of the first appearances on other things are not worth much at all. So it's going to be interesting to see which way the hobby goes. It's so early. There's no real direction yet.
It would be cool. It would be cool to search out, how there's bands that they came together from two bands, and to find those type of things. I know Jonathan Davis from Korn came from a band, and that they came together to find those early cassettes. And I actually have one of those. And this is why I'm asking this, because I have, back in early 2000s, I think it was, I had a buddy who was in a band, and they were called Hybrid Theory, okay? And
that's awesome.
Yeah, this band, let me go ahead and show you guys this band right here, Hybrid Theory. And you can see the names of the songs on there. And this band was a band in San Diego. I believe they were in San Diego is where he went. And my buddy, who was their lead singer, I wasn't good friends with him, but I knew him. And that's why I knew of the band, was named Chester. And this band, Hybrid Theory, became Linkin Park because they had to change their name. So they did it. And this is the very first cassette that they sent out to their street team members, along with these stickers. I got a box of cassettes and the stickers were in there. So we were, street teams back in the day, you were supposed to go and just give these things away. And I just threw the box in a room. And when I got older, I found the box. So I have 6 of these. Would you grade these?
We're going to. We haven't done open yet because there's some discussion about sometimes the plastic cases and such, about making sure that the right case is with the right stuff. Because you can imagine there's a million plus releases.
Yeah.
Right? So, and they have how many dozens of different manufacturers and different cases for things. So we're kind of just trying to find the best way about doing it. The best for our client, but we are going to do it. I have stuff like that. That is awesome. Actually, when you showed that, I was like, oh yes, that's something I've looked for before. So, we will do open, and we will do it within the next 6 months. It's just a question of not if, but when.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Because I think I was asking Dan about, in rap, the mixtapes, the original mixtapes that dropped for a lot of albums, things that I like, I picked up recently, which I already had, but I just couldn't find it. But, Future Dirty Sprite and Yeezee Trap or Die, and just interesting kind of first releases like that. I think there's probably, demo CDs, just all types of interesting.
I've got Tony Parker's first solo album. It's called La Familia.
That's actually.
It's true, dude. He can't sing worth a shit. I've got it right next to my Oscar De La Hoya.
I have a Shaquille O'Neal cassette over there, so I'm with you.
Yeah, hey, Vin Diesel.
Shaq wasn't bad,
too, bro. Vin Diesel.
Shaq and the Fushnikins.
Shaq, his music name's Diesel.
Yeah, Shaq Diesel. Bro.
Phil was my father. Phil was my father. My biological didn't bother. What was the Fushnikin song he did?
Yeah,
Shaq had some hits, dude. He did Twism.
Yeah, no, it's fun to see the possibility of what we can do. I look at this stuff with great responsibility because to me, we want to make sure if someone buys something with our brand, hey, they know we're putting our brand to it. It's not something I take lightly at all, because I know how it is to be on the other side of when stuff doesn't go right? Or you buy something, it's not what you expected. So it's really important to make sure that when we open up something like open cassettes or vinyl or laserdisc, that, you know, we have 100% confidence in what we're doing. We're the best to do it, you know, and that's the hardest thing sometimes is to, you know, go out there and prove it, you know, because you know, the funny thing about grading companies is, you know, you don't know the experts, you don't know the people, you don't know what, you know. So, you know, it's you mentioned street teams, and you know, I was on a few street teams when I was a teenager, and I absolutely loved when they'd send you the stickers and all the, you know, CDs to give away, and you know, sometimes you go to the show for free, and you know, it's really important that we get it right for when we are lucky enough to preserve something like that, you know, because it's not about just protecting it, but also labeling it correctly. So if someone goes to buy it, they know what they're buying exactly, not, you know, within 99%, but 100. Yeah.
Yeah, you're authenticating it is what it is at the same time, you know, when you're grading it, right? I mean, unless you just want something encased, which you guys do also, right?
Yeah, we do mark things just you know, with an A, with authentic. You know, we let people choose if they want it graded. Some people don't, like, they just want to have it in the case. So we do an A for authentic, or archived, actually. It's not authentic. And they don't have to have a grade if they don't want one. You know, some people, I love grading. I love trying to guess what grade I'm going to get and all that. But some people don't. So we try to help the whole community, even people that hate grading. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm sure you guys run into certain stuff where people hate certain parts of the market or community, and for us, it's just about, you know, hey, we're just here to help. So, you know, it's whatever we can do to do that, you know, is.
But you know what, Dan? See, there's a difference because you came up collecting comic books. You're a fan of grading, and so you see the detail in your cases, the subtle little things that we as collectors want to see on slabs or anything that we're paying money for. It's one thing because you can go on Amazon and get a clear case for just about anything you want. But we want the detail, we want the authentication, we want I mean, just, I don't know what you called it, but having the grade on the side of it. I mean, it's just those little details, and you know, you constantly challenge like comic books or cards to step up their game as opposed to putting minimal things on there like 9 and it's this card, right? No detail, no information, nothing like that. Like, I mean, you make it easy to resell, or like if you pass away, like somebody that's family member's going to know exactly what they have. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, I appreciate you recognizing that, because, you know, this is first and foremost a thing out of fashion. You know, there's no question. You know, that's why right now our price is $35. I mean, barely could go to dinner for $35 for, you know, especially for 2 people. You're not getting away with 35. So we try to make it cheap and affordable, not because of the quality, but because we want people to enjoy it. We know, you know, it's not easy to afford it, you know. So yeah,
it's got that QR code. You scan that QR code. What does it do? Where does it go?
It takes you to the website and details about the item. In time, it'll show you the population report. We don't currently have it up because we're so new that the most rare items would look common. But also, it's going to show you up-to-date variant information, because we learn, we evolve, you know. So the QR code is how it stays alive. The front of, just to let people know about the grading scale, it's a 10-point scale. A lot of you guys from comics recognize 9.2. You know generally what you're expecting out of 9.2. You're like, hey, that's really good. The stars underneath is the seal grade. So the plastic, it's out of 5. So this is a 4 out of 5. Pretty easy to recognize. 4 out of 5 is darn good. And yeah, I mean, pretty simple. You know, like you mentioned cards and comics. We looked at everyone's things to try to say, how do we make it better? You know, not just how do we put stuff in a case, but how do we up the game? And we hope other companies, even ones not in, you know, music or movies, see this and build on it, because that's what we're trying to do. Is not just, you know, we hope to people evolve their card, you know, the cards, comics, everything, because you know, it shouldn't just be them taking your money. They should be, you know, evolving and making the hobby better for you.
Wow, this is amazing, man. Look at these. Look how cool they look.
So what?
And
so what takes away? So let's say you have just a sealed cassette, and on the back is just a typical 1-inch pressure crack. You know what I mean? Not broken, just like a line. Does that drop you from a 9 something to a 5 or like to an 8?
An easy thing to say is if there's a noticeable crack, it's your highest grade you can get is an 8.5.
Okay.
So, you know, there's kind of like, I look at grading, especially when it's 3D items. That's a little bit different with, you know, comics and stuff is, you know, you have this 3D item where there's a lot of different angles and such. So you can have a micro crack, as we call it, and get a 9. But mostly a crack's can get you an 8.5. If we have a guide we made for us internally about, hey, if there's a dime of plastic missing, it can't get higher than a B. I mean, sorry, I'm going off the video game thing. Higher than 3.5 to 3 stars. So everything's consistent in that regard of trying to make sure that when people buy our items outside of us, that they kind of know what to expect. And I know with comics, you guys know what to expect when you get a 5 or a 2.5 or 1.8. You generally know what that is, and that kind of consistency is what we're striving for to make sure our clients know.
Hey Dan, so you know when you're gonna know you've arrived, like when you go on YouTube and you see an unboxing from Rewind Grading, and someone's like, "Motherfucker, fucking burn me, bro."
Hey, I'll know
that cassette was perfect.
The more hate videos we get, the more we know.
Oh man.
No, it's and it's gonna happen. No matter what, we can't make everyone happy.
What about that, Dan?
Hey,
what call? We get people to ask. It's cool.
So what's the deal with Golden? You guys have a thing you work with Golden at all? I mean, or do you just highlight recent sales at Golden?
Just high sales. I mean, they're one of our clients. They actually there's an elite auction right now that ends I think on Saturday that clients have our tapes in their auction. I think the one to watch for is the Soul Intent by Eminem. That's as far as we know Eminem's first professional release, which was in the group Soul Intent. And currently it's, I think, at $3,000 plus BP.
Wow.
And it's on Saturday. And it's cool. It's something that's extremely rare. It's doing very well. There it is. And yeah, so typically we don't talk prices, but this one's up and going. So, this ends Saturday. It's really cool. And it was really nice to have them, them submit it to us, to trust us, to encapsulate it. And, we are glad to do that, send it back to them, and see it have a life of its own.
That's crazy.
Super cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to bring up the Golden auction for it. Let's see here.
Dan, do you think that are people kind of in music collecting? Are people going for like the more mainstream artists and titles, or do you think people are going for kind of like those more like niche artists as well, like in the various genres? I mean, what are you seeing like when people are grading stuff? Are they,
I think people are going towards when they think cassette, what they think of, and with that, it's a lot of hip hop, right? Hip hop's actually been a market for a long time with sealed. Like you couldn't just go buy, these out things for $1. These a few years ago when I got into it, you couldn't just find Dr. Dre Chronic, no inmates. I still don't own one. So, it's people kind of drove into what they think of cassettes, and I think that's early 90s so far. And there's started in 1967, I think it was. So most people don't realize cassettes actually started, what is that, 60 years ago? So there is cassettes and first appearances of some really key iconic albums like, Led Zeppelin or some of the Jimi Hendrix albums. So those are stuff that people, I think, in time will go for, and they're not really noticing it yet. But Right now, it's more like stuff like, Outcast, and, you mentioned 36 Chambers, Illmatic, Chronic, and all those are the ones that are really people are striving for.
Hey, check this out, you guys. Eminem did the art for this. I wonder if Eminem ever fucking sent in. I wonder if he ever did anything with like art early on. You know what I mean? I wonder if there's anything. There's got to be like flyers that he did where he did the art on, I bet, and all kinds of shit like that. That's crazy.
Imagine finding that original art. That'd be dope.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because
comic
fans,
You think?
you know?
Well, there's an article from, I think it was 2020. I could be wrong. He bought a sealed Nozomatic for $600. He's a cassette collector.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat that that he's a collector.
Yeah, the chat's liking it too.
Do you grade? What do you do? Do you have room for double cassettes?
Not yet. It's funny, I actually have one right here, which is one of my favorite hype stickers of this show. This is a Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death, and this hype sticker over here says this album represents the artistic vision of the Notorious B.I.G. and is being released in its entirety. It is as it was recorded and manufactured prior to March 9th, 1997. The day he died. So, many people that know of Notorious, he passed away before his second album. That album was released. So that hype sticker was kind of saying like, hey, this is his vision. So, I'd love to do doubles, and we're planning to do it. It just comes down to cost. These, because of how nice these are, they're not adjustable. So what we do is we do encapsulation. There's a blister that goes inside to give you that hovering effect. Each one of these designs create this big steel block to create encapsulations, which cost us about, I don't know, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to do one size. So
wow,
it's a long, pricey thing, and I look forward to doing the doubles. It's just going to take us time to. We're getting done with vinyl right now. We're at the tail ends of that, so we could do Laserdisc and vinyl. And I want to come back to double cassettes. Hopefully early next year, start that.
What about double CDs or VHS? Same thing?
Double CDs we do some. VHS, we actually just got the encapsulations in. Here's part of one prototype. We just got this done, and we actually just got that first batch in last week. So we can finally start doing double VHS, and we still got to create the blister, and we have some fun ideas with that. But everything kind of takes time to make sure that when we create the blister inside, it has to be so perfect to like preserve the item that there can't be movement. Because if you get movement, that's when you get rubbing on it. Everything has to be there so the condition inside can stay the same for years to come. If it gets shipped, that when these happen, the shaking's actually the cassette, but the cassette's not moving. It's in a blister. So it's a pain in the ass.
The chat is asking, do you guys grade signed CDs? And if you do you authenticate autographs?
We do grade them, but we don't do the autographs. We PSA, JSA, the major 3 or 4. If someone has a COA from them, then we'll mark it. I wish I had one here. There was one being auctioned off tonight.
The Taylor Swift one I saw, right?
Oh, there's Taylor Swift, on the elite. I love how we do signature series signatures, because that's the fun we get to have, is kind of making items more personalized and kind of having fun with it. If you do get a chance to show the Taylor Swift, I don't know if we could zoom in on that signature, but there's a gold part, and it kind of lets it stand out that it's signed.
Yeah, you can see it's gold.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
I flipped like 10 of those, so I know it's real. It came signed, so it makes it. Recently came signed, so it's easily provable. Unlike
that's the thing, is we want to be careful. We'd love to take people's words, but we can't. So a lot of times we definitely need the COA, and we just got done doing some Back to the Futures for a client, whereas Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, whatever best name is. So that was fun.
Leah Thompson.
She wasn't there for that signing that they did.
What about UV protection?
Crispin Glover.
I don't know. I know there's 4 signatures on there, but I forgot what the 4th one was.
What about UV protection?
It has protection. What I would always say is, like, to what extent, the question is, like, inside the inner blisters, PET, which is what most all companies use inside.
Oh, did we just lose him? Oh, there you go.
A phone call is coming in. It's made out of PET where it's resistant, but I'd always say don't just leave it under the sun. You know, we haven't had any problems or yellow or anything like that, but even companies that say that, it's not, you know, I don't think anything's 100%. I would never say that because, you know, if you leave it under a magnifying glass, I'm sure you can make it happen.
Dude, check this one out. This one's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
look at that.
Fucking crazy.
All right.
Dude.
What about cassette singles and cardboard?
Yeah, we do singles, and we made the blisters for those. That's a lot of fun. The good thing is, like, people could find their way how to collect, like soundtracks, or they could go singles, and some of this stuff's really affordable, you know, 10, 20, 30 bucks. And because you can kind of go whatever direction you want. And that's even like CDs. Like, I don't know many CDs besides, like, obviously there's signed ones and stuff, but a lot of CDs are very obtainable and affordable, at least affordable. So it's kind of fun because I think in the next few years, they'll be slowly kind of gravitated to where people, hey, I love Hybrid Theory. I want a copy. I want Blink-182 Enema of the State. People will realize, hey, I grew up with this. I want a copy. And I think it'll be slowly for people to kind of realize how much we all had CDs in our, like, Christmas stockings and stuff.
I got to get one of my grail items because the way you think about CDs, I think about cassette tapes because, you know, growing up in the 80s, I remember
The singles.
Yeah, I remember the first cassette tape I ever got, I conned my grandma into buying me Life Is by Too Short, and I think Paid in Full.
The Ghetto, bro.
Yeah.
The Ghetto.
And I want those. And, oh, yeah, and also the Slick Rick Greatest Hits tape. I want to find those eventually, like the originals, because I know they put them out. So let's talk about, like, variants. Is there ways to know if something... Do you have to do research on every individual piece, or is there simple ways to know if it's like a first print or, you know, that type of stuff?
So a great resource is Discogs. It's a website, DISCOGS, and they have a database of most variants, so not all, but most variants, and that generally helps us and most people with research of going back. Now, one thing we're kind of careful about, we don't say first print because, you know, that's something it gets kind of difficult. The same thing with video games, most companies. It's, you know, we learn so much every day that one misprint, and you could be like, hey, that's a first print to second print. So what we do is we give you everything you need to know. When we know for sure it's a reissue or a remaster, we do put it on the front label. And, you know, stuff like barcodes, and there's so many different ways to tell. Like, say if it's a 1960s release, well, you know, it doesn't have a barcode, you know, like
that's pretty cool, Def Jam.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
can you,
where I think
Brian, can you
people
look up
start
DJ Quick, Just Like Compton?
This is so cool. This is a great site.
This is like everyone's dream if every collectible had this.
Yes.
I think on the back of it was Straight Up Cake Boy or something like that.
QUIK, I think. I think it's
QUIK, dude. And there's Just Like Compton. What, as a single? What was the name of the album?
No, as a single. I think Cake Boy was on the back of it.
Very powerful.
Which one?
So on the left side, you could
Just Like Compton.
JUS.
Right here, Just Like Compton.
There it is.
It's a CD. It's a CD. Hold on.
Oh, man.
So I want
Cassette.
tape.
Cassette.
Where's cassette? Right here. Cassette.
Someone watching.
Oh, yeah. It's up there at the top.
Right there.
Yeah, click on it. What's the back? The song on the back.
Just Like Compton, album version, radio version.
Ah, that's not it.
Hold on. There's another one. There's two of them. Then there's this one, which is the next one that came out. Nope. No. That's cool.
Oh,
that's
one
a
that
good
has
site.
Boy on the back.
That's a great site, dude. You're right. I wish.
Oh yeah, it really is helpful. Now you can't take it as gospel, you know. There's not everything's perfect, but
I wonder if it has.
Starting point for people.
Does it have like promotional CDs and promotional tapes and stuff?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wow! Look up your cassettes, Brian.
Oh, this is put this way. This is you will find 99.9% of stuff. You know, in my opinion. Not every variant, but like of a release, yeah, you'll find every release pretty much here.
Wow, dude, this is awesome.
I mean, you could get lost in here, is what I'd say, and I have, and it's cool. You know, it's very lucky that community has that too.
Yes.
And people sharing stuff, and it's kind of cool that you can go in, dig as long and hard as you want.
Oh, look, check this out. This is the sticker that they sent. Hybrid Theory, not on label. It's promo CD 1999. Let's see here.
It says Brian McClay has all of them.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
6 known.
Yeah.
Last known copy, Brian McClay's house.
Yeah. Where's cassette? Format. They don't have cassette? Single? They must not have the cassettes on there. Why? That's weird.
I think they do. Let me find it real quick.
Let's see here. Reissue EP, unofficial release, compilation. They must not have just for them. They must not have it. But that's definitely the sticker right there. Here we go. Hybrid Theory. What's this? Doesn't say. Yeah, this is the type of stuff that collectors love, man. Geeking out over this.
Mm-hmm.
This is we can get
be able to find stuff that like there's not many of, and that happened to me about a month or two ago. I found a Nirvana album, and I thought I was buying a promo to what's the album? The big one.
Nevermind.
Nevermind. Yeah, I thought I was buying a promo for that. And get it to my house, and it's Nirvana, but it just says Nirvana on it. And long story short, what it is, it's an unreleased promo that has live songs that they never released.
Look at this.
And like, there's not even it's just kind of cool. Yeah, there you go.
It says here, Hybrid Theory, With You and Points of Authority. With You and Points of Authority. Cassette promo sampler. This 2-track cassette was released when Linkin Park was still named Hybrid Theory, and they still had their old website, hybridtheory.com. There you go. And then there was another one right here. By the way, shout out to Ted Farmer for letting me know it was in the second column. And then here we go. This must be another. Same thing. It looks like it's the same thing. That's crazy.
What is there anything you recommend for, like, let's say, okay, so just a sealed cassette, it's authentic, but there's something obtrusive on there, like a $9.99 price tag over someone's face. All right, so I do what's called I don't know if you heard of pressing comic books, but it's also sort of repair. You can take off stickers, things like that. So on that, if I've got something sealed, I can probably I haven't tried it too much in there. I could probably get that sticker off. Especially something like an old price tag, whereas maybe not the hype sticker, but which you'd want to keep that anyway. But you know what I mean, for just to make it look better.
Do that. Yeah, we do that with we do sticker removal.
You do it yourself?
Yeah, we do it. There's certain stuff we do. That's definitely one of the services we do is sticker removal. We do cleaning, but that's as much as we'll do. We don't I don't personally believe in tightening of plastic. Some people in VHS and stuff do, and I think that's kind of. I think you can tell when it's been done, which is not like comic books. You get pressed, you're like, hey, it probably is pressed, but like it looks natural. When people mess with the plastic and these things, I think it's irreversible often, and I think that's kind of unfortunate because, if it's kind of like restoration when you're like, hey, that's restored, you can't restore it.
Yeah, same way I feel with or a lot of us feel, most of us feel with the ultra cleaning of the comics. There's got to be some natural stuff on there. There's a lot of techniques that I won't do what I've tried because I don't agree with it because a comic book looks like a comic book, whereas you're gonna press it, you're gonna make it look better. You're using water vapor. You're not doing anything to hurt it. You're not making it unnatural. Same as So anything that would be restoration, but like something like sticker removal, that's to me that's not that's not restoration.
Oh yeah, and it's luckily we have a great team of a few of us that know how to do it really well.
Okay, cool. Sure that's cool. So you guys already do that. All right.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, no,
so it's an add-on service at checkout or?
Yeah, I think right now it's either $15 or $25 for sticker removal.
Okay.
The thing is sometimes it takes us a half hour to do one the ones that are like 30 years old that are really caked on. Those take a long time. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's 2-3 minutes, but sometimes it's 30 minutes. So,
what about turnaround time? What's your turnaround time right now on like cassettes?
You know what? Right now we have a service. Our cheapest service is $35 for 30 days. So that's something that we're pretty proud of. Now we do what is it? 15-day service for 75 or 65 and then 95 for 5 days, something like that. 5 days, but right now when people are submitting, it's pretty much done in 3 weeks when they do the $35, and I probably shouldn't say it out loud, but at the end of the year we're probably bumping it up to 45 just because losing money is not always too much fun. So we figure, probably gonna know the difference between 35 and 45. But,
right, you've given everybody a little bit of a taste.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Now.
Yeah, we have no membership costs. We don't do that kind of game. We don't. My thing is like you, probably a lot of you guys. I want a service I enjoy. So we never miss deadlines yet. We've been very good about transparency, and our thing is just being on top of it. So everyone, it's really crazy how much positive feedback we've had from almost every user. Just shocked when they get it in their hand how nice of a product it is, because which I'm very proud of for us, because like music, we've only been open for 2 or 3 months, I can't remember, but it's so early, so that's why I say we'll see what directions people go. It's kind of fun to see it this early, because it's not a question of music's going to be around, it's just what direction, how are people going to collect? Are they going to mostly collect cassettes, CDs, vinyl? I mean, I don't know, and it's going to be fun to watch that.
Yeah. Real quick, so we got into variants a little bit. Do you have kind of like some examples of some variants that you can kind of tell us about, or things to look for on a few releases, things like that?
Yeah, this is one I have in my hand that's kind of a fun one that I like to show. Is Blink-182 Enema of State. I don't know if this is a fun album for when I know
Janine.
Yeah. So one thing you can't really tell, there's 2 variants on here that's interesting. One is going to be her name badge over here. It's a capital B, and that means it's first print. Being that Blink, the name, they always wanted with a lowercase. So the first print, they accidentally did a capital B on her name badge. Now, the second print actually has a lowercase b, but still has, you can't really see it in this one, it has a red cross on the hat. Later prints, she doesn't have the cross on the hat, and you'll see that on other prints. So capital B, as far as we know, is first print, and lowercase, but with the red cross, second print. So again, a lot of tapes, there's a lot of cool stuff like this in variants where, the more you know, the more to collect, and it gets fun.
That's cool. Like, and I was looking at something, I think like the Chronic, right? I think it there's a few different variants of that, right? Where like there's a track that was included on the first release, if I'm correct, and that it was taken off later, and then
I think that's Snoop Dogg Doggy Style you're thinking of. Maybe I'm
am I
wrong.
thinking of Doggy Style?
Doggy Style has the track that was removed. Chronic has the no inmates. The later print, I wish I had it on one next to me, but they have the advertisement for Death Row Records on the front of his Chronic, and that will be a second print when that has that, at earliest. The first one doesn't have that on there. It's more of just him with his hat on, with no advertisements of Death Row Records. So,
got it.
What are we looking at there?
You gotta run the jewels, baby.
Oh, nice.
Here's the Chronic right here.
Yeah, there we go. So you'll see if on the mid row, four rows up in the middle on the right side, one more row up. See the top right? There's one. It's more of a cream color on the top right, right there. Right there. Yeah, that should be most likely a first print. You'll see that it has no advertisement on the bottom left right there. I don't know which print this is. I don't know what that circle is. But the rest of the prints, when you pull them up, have a box in the bottom left.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm going to go U.S.
And that's another trick is there's so many different regions when it comes to cassettes because some places, Indonesia and stuff, they printed those a lot later too. So.
And are hype stickers typically like an early print or potentially first print of a lot of different releases, like just generally, or?
It's tough because a lot of times hype stickers, it matters what hype sticker it is because, when they came out with singles, usually it's like a year in until they get to like the third or fourth single. So if it lists all the singles, sometimes it's not the first print. So they switch hype stickers sometimes, and sometimes they have Grammy nominee stickers, Grammy Academy Award Grammy winners. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to put out any bad information saying, hey, if it has a hype sticker, it's earlier or later. But and that's another debate to be seen is will cassettes with hype stickers be worth more money than ones without? I know some people that are already willing to pay more for the ones that do have them. So. But it'll be interesting to see if that holds out and what's the price difference between a club edition, which is when they did those like a penny per CD or cassette, compared to the retail version, kind of like the newsstand and the retail for comic books.
This is interesting. It says for the Chronic, it says the tracks on the cassette are recorded wrong. Track A7 is actually track B9, and it seems that this was released before the LP. The J card has no info, and the track Bitches Ain't Shit, that was already banned from the artwork on the LP, and all later releases on cassette. This is the first pressing.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, dude. This is great. That's so cool that they have all that information on there. I mean...
Mm-hmm.
Amazing for collectors to
get.
this.
There's like 1 million releases, so that database is deep. That's the thing. Music's crazy because, say like video games, like NES has like 660 games or something like that. You kind of know the library, or like you're going through Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man went to what number? Music. I mean, yeah, you have your favorite artists. They have like 5-6 albums. How many singles? But if you go sideways, I mean, what? You go down Bob Marley or, there's just so many different musicians and everyone has odd bands that no one else knows of, like Hybrid Theory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't Guns N' Roses have another name?
Yep.
When
that they played.
They also had their first album, the big one, had alternative. They first had a different album cover for the vinyl that they had to change.
Wow. Wow, that's
was it the Robert Williams robot rape that's in the inside?
Yep. Yeah. So for Appetite for Destruction, they had that one that got banned. And what's cooler than a band cover, right? I mean, that's just neat. That's something we all like to try to collect. And sometimes there's weird stories. I have a David Bowie album that they switched the album art after the first year. So. There's just cool stuff. Then you go down the promo thing, with open ones and non-open ones. There's promos, the ones from the labels that the labels only got.
Which album for Guns N' Roses?
Appetite for Destruction.
That's it right there.
There was another.
There you go.
I said robot rape. It's the Robert Williams cover. It's on the inside cover of the one that they actually released.
LP?
It's up there at the top.
Is it LP?
Just go to the top.
Yeah,
You're already on it.
Oh, that's
that
it?
picture right there.
That's it?
The very top. Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's the first, and then they have the cover that we all know of now. And honestly, sometimes I almost feel like the original non-bin cover is pretty hard to find for the original release. The hard thing is a lot of these things got reissued like 50 times nowadays. It was easier before like 2013 where vinyl had its resurgence.
Yeah.
But so you got to look at the copyright date and make sure what you're buying is earlier press.
Wow, that's cool. $100 to $300. Oh, they have sold prices. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I think you can buy through Discogs too.
You can. They have a marketplace. You could literally click on that and see what they have available and try to buy. And there's a lot of record stores that are have, I believe, APIs with them. There you go.
Wow,
Now,
that's
did
unbelievable.
they come out with a tape or CD of their original Hollywood Rose, their original? Remember, because they had LA Guns and then Hollywood Rose, and then
Yeah,
they
right here.
merged.
Yeah.
They probably had a 7-inch or something.
Right here, dude. Right here. Look at this. Hollywood Rose and LA Guns, the roots of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
But nothing old. Nothing old, it looks like. Hollywood Roses.
So they just took some of the old stuff and made a new.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's cool, man. This is going to be another little fun escapade collecting the cassettes now. How many grading companies are there for cassettes and right now that you know of?
I think there's 3, but yeah, there's 3 right now. I don't know if any other ones coming out. Vinyl, there's a few more. No one that I'm really like. Say like VHS, there's companies that I go, hey, I think CGC has knowledge and trustworthy, and Beckett the same way. Lucas, who does their VHS, is a great guy who I trust, who I can recommend. Music, I don't feel that way with any company yet, and I hope that changes. I don't want to be negative. I'm not trying to be, but I want to like when you see stuff that you don't agree with in a case, like sometimes the authentication or not, you just want to see people get it right, because if a collector has a bad experience, doesn't matter with our company or another one, it's bad for everyone. They're going to want to stay in the hobby. So I'm hoping they step up the game and do a good job, and we're just hoping to kind of grow the community, because a lot of this is we have members of the community help us write articles and do stuff together to kind of find this hobby, because it's so early and so small that it is, just going to be so much fun to see it grow.
Yeah.
What does shipping look like, Dan? Like, I send you my tape and then you send me the box back. What does it look like? How is it shipped back?
Okay. Oh, I wish I had it with me. We have a customized box that is.
I have it, Dan.
You have it? Okay.
Let's see it, Vinny. Let's see it.
Yeah, no.
I don't have I don't have the CD, but I do have the box.
The box, yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it was like this.
Yeah, see, me as a customer, that's what I want to see.
I mean, I took the CD, obviously, but yeah, no, it was really impressive.
Yeah, that's what you want to see as a customer. That's what customer experience is, right?
Yeah.
So the first time they send something to get graded or authenticated, and they receive it back, it looks like it's important. You know what I mean?
100%. That's where we.
Shout out Dan. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, no, it's when we ship, we don't. It'd be way cheaper for us to just bubble wrap stuff and put it in a box, but we custom, cut the boxes to fit a bunch of. We make slots, and we see a lot of our clients reuse those boxes because they love them, and that experience, and that's where I always suggest please do try out even just a single item, just to, even if it's just to see what other great hobbies are doing, and that way you can put pressure on your hobby, and make them push themselves a little bit further, because again, like I know a lot of us are in this for a lifetime, so.
Oh, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you some stuff.
Oh,
Hell
please do.
yeah!
Get it in before December 31st, so we don't charge you the $10 more. But yeah, no, I mean, it's again like the good thing is with our company is like if someone has a question, they always can hit me up. Like when you 8:30 to I forgot 5, I think it is Monday through Friday. You call our office, you get a person answering the phone.
So if I send you some comics, will you slap them?
I wish.
Right?
Like I said, we only.
Let's see if you can do it, bro.
You know what? We only
be a
jump
game
into things
changer
that I
right
think
there,
we can
dude.
act. I wish. I mean, I love comic books, but I do feel like there's two companies that do a pretty good job at that, and
Amen. All right, Dan, we're gonna continue on. You're more than welcome to stay with us. Anytime that you want to bounce, just throw up the deuces, and we appreciate you coming on. And he bounces right now. No,
sorry about that. My internet cut.
No worries.
Thank you guys for having me, and anytime I can do anything to help anyone, I'm Dan Collector on Instagram. RewindGrading.com is the website. Rewind Grading on Instagram. Feel free to reach out. We're more than happy to help in any way we can.
Sounds good.
And you're not doing vinyl yet, or you are?
Not yet. We're finishing up our encapsulation. We were hoping to launch in the first quarter of next year. I mean, it's been a year process, and no one wants it to be ready more than I do. But luckily, it's just about there.
Cool.
Somebody in the chat did ask, are you all going to do DVDs at any point? You think, or?
I plan to. I think that's a 2024 thing. Like I think that's a realistic 2024 thing. We definitely can do them expertise wise. We just have to make another encapsulation, and we want to make sure that I always like giving each medium its own time, its own time period of focusing, and we don't want to open up everything and not have good direction for because we want to put out knowledge to the to the hobby. So when we launch cassettes and CDs, we didn't want to launch anything else within a 12-week 16-week period. So when we launch vinyl and laserdisc, that's it for like half a year at least, and not because it's more so we can make sure we're doing our best we can for the hobby.
Awesome.
That looks amazing, dude.
Yeah, it does. Well, great
go.
job.
The non-band cover.
Yeah.
The non-band Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah, great job, and keep doing it.
Quick, I appreciate it. So I don't forget CDs. We only take things with hype stickers or title strips. Title strip is let me find one. That white strip. Or it has to have a hype sticker. We need something to authenticate. We don't like doing just plastic on CDs just yet. Cassettes we do any, and VHS we do any. But CDs we're a little bit tighter on for now in the beginning, just to make sure that we, we need something we need some kind of security thing to authenticate. So we mostly do title strip right now. So
good.
Don't they have like the folds like similar to video games like? Y-fold.
Yeah, double Y-fold. The problem is that those machines to do that's really cheap. So, in time we want to open it up a bit more, but right now we're just being a little bit tighter to make sure that we, we do it right. So, right now we're keeping to the title strips and hype stickers, but we're gonna evaluate that at the end of the year and see how we feel. Because again, if it's just a piece of plastic with Y-folds, it gets a little tricky.
Got it. Cool.
But yeah, and one thing we didn't talk much about is VHS, but I'm not, I definitely think VHS is fun. Music's gonna hit for a lot more people but I definitely think VHS is fun because it's relatively cheap, and it kind of had its whole one up really high and fell back down, which is I was more than happy because I like a good I like the market to be where it's affordable for people and getting it at good times. So for us, it's good to see that there's some good deals to be had for some cool tapes. Like for me, I like stuff that's like Short Circuit and Back to the Future, and knowing the early prints is so important. So we're gonna put some articles kind of explaining which are the ones you're supposed to go after and not the McDonald's ones that were for free in the late 90s.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Not bad.
Well,
Well, thanks,
I like
Dan.
that Beverly Hills Cop right there, man.
Right?
That's
All
badass,
right.
dude.
Hell yeah. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and we hope to have you on more in the future.
Be my pleasure. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, brother.
Take care.
All right, man.
All right, let's get into...
You see, bro, that's how it's done, dude. That's how it's done, and that's what pisses me off. That, like, you know, like if it's not broke, why fix it? Like you've got to change labels. You got to I mean, to me, what he showed is like what I expect from I want to be able to see my grade any which way I lay it down, stand it up. Like,
yep.
I don't care, but the grading companies need to figure that out.
I
you
agree.
know?
And more competition's always better. All right, let's get into the market report, you guys, for November 15th, starting off with some old school bangers. Amazing Spider-Man 688 J. Scott Campbell Lizard cover sold for $521 raw. Now, there was a ton of books for the market report that I could have put on here, but I kind of get tired of talking about the same old books, the same big sales, the same, you know what I mean? So, market report is very interesting, especially when you do it every week and you see how things are falling, and it's crazy. So there's a lot of Amazing Spider-Man 300 sales that were just ridiculously low, or sales of the normal books that we see when we go, oh my God, that was low. But this Ghost Spider number 1 in 100 Ji-Hung Lee, $700 raw.
I hate this book. I hate this book because it came out initially and it went up to like $600, and I was like, it'll come down. Oh no! First it went to 300, then it slowly inched up to 600, and I was like, whatever, man. This book will come down eventually, and I'll buy it. And it just keeps going up. It just drives me nuts.
Well, it's come down. It's down big time. Yeah.
Is it down?
Because they spelled variant wrong. So
Isn't that that was some cornbread Sean put out there a long time ago? If you want to find some cool books, misspell variant. I still remember
with
that.
an E, dude. You find some good shit sometimes.
Ultimate Comics.
Sean also said, what was it? Back in the day, I remember this. Batgirl Adventures 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. Good stuff on those, man. Yeah, that Ghost Spider's down, the Campbell's down. Dude, the Ultimate Comics Spidey one. Oh, dude, I mean, I auctioned a copy, and I was sad that it only went for $1,200 last year, and it was 9.6, Blue Label 9.6. I'm not sure that the SS on this helps or hurts it. At least from Pacelli, who's it's her covers.
Things are so far down, you guys. It's just keeps.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah,
I gotta say, I never liked the Ghost Spider as much as everyone, but I definitely have to consider buying the Campbell Lizard or the Pacelli Spidey right there, man. Especially the Campbell Lizard.
Yeah,
dude.
the Campbell. That one's hard to find anyway.
Ghost, man.
Yeah.
I had a 98. I sold, was sad, but made money. So yay! But that was many years ago.
Well, you can again. The good thing about these books being so far down is that you could pick up some major keys for cheap now. And it's going to continue. How about this one? A 9.6 Spider-Man 2099 second printing variant sold for $355. I watched Chris Colbert buy a 9.6 we were doing a show and we saw it before the show, and he went and scooped it. I think he paid like $900 for it or something like that. This is absolutely bonkers.
Really tough 9.8 though, but still
impossible 9.8, man.
Yeah, because getting it out of that toy package is fucking
yeah.
And it's plastic, so it's the cover. It's not regular paper, so it's a lot tougher to press. Probably take a couple presses.
The journey.
That's why you use the heat gun to take it out, bro.
Yeah, use the heat gun to take it out. That's a great point. Journey into Mystery. This one blew me away because I didn't see the GRR at first, but Golden Record, right? This is the record promotion one. A 9.8 sold for $2,200.
That's crazy. Those GRRs aren't that tough to find in high grade compared like it's not even in the universe. I've always thought they're all great.
Oh, but that's
What the hell
from
label
the
is that, by the way?
from the Fantastic collection, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what that shitty label is?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's cool.
Fantastic.
So that guy that his dad had Asperger's and he collected. They're making a documentary selling Superman.
Oh yeah, that okay. I got you. That shout out to Rage Theo and One True Nerd King Phil. They went out there and helped sell some of that collection. As a matter of fact, I would love to get those guys on to talk about doing that with them. I didn't know that they had their own label. That's cool.
Yeah,
Action.
They allowed him to make it as some kind of it's had something to do with his family, and because it caused like the family to become like
disjointed or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Action
whatever.
Comics 700. This one though, signed by Jerry Siegel. It was Dynamic Forces, right? I think that did it. I can't remember.
Theo banged their granddaughter.
What?
I'm making a joke.
Oh, okay. One half of the Superman creators. And then we've got a book that I absolutely love that I still have never been able to find. The Fantastic Four 110 green printing error. I want one of these so bad.
I look for this thing anytime I'm in like a $1 to $5 bin. I still haven't found one yet.
$925 for an 8.5. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Harley Quinn #1, the Adam Hughes variant. 9.8.
Wow.
Less than $600. $565.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
I
then
sold it the day it came out for $24.99 on eBay to make sure I paid for all my readers.
I never got that one. That's one I never got. And I've never seen this one, this Moon Knight Sienkiewicz variant. And that still blows me away that thing is that low. 9.6 or 770.
Yeah, that was a $2,000 98.
Yeah. Easy.
That's not that low considering our market for 9.6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best Moon Knight cover, period, that doesn't have a werewolf on it.
Now this shit, if anything tells you how crazy our market is, this is going to tell you. All right. A 9.6 of the Clone Wars #1 1 in 100 variant that they only did 1,000 of for $1,750. That was a 9.8. That was a $10,000 book.
Yeah.
And you can get a 9.8 of the regular for $1,100. Those prices are what the hell?
Yeah, and why are people paying as much for Dr. Aphra as Ahsoka?
I don't get it, dude. And
I know it's
by
the
the
variant,
way,
but still,
even the variant for $1,000, that was wasn't that like what was that at its height?
The which? It's like the LaRocca,
Dr.
$2,000.
Aphra. Yeah, $2,000 easy.
For LaRocca, $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we hit $550 or something for just the regular Vader 3, and there's a fucking shit ton of them out there.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
second,
Comic
third,
Man
fourth,
Andy
fifth.
buy that in Baltimore?
Yep.
For like $2,000.
Yep.
It was probably close to that, but yeah, he did. That was their big purchase.
Yep. Man, wow. That's Clone Wars variant is just crazy to me. Such a tough book. All right. We're going to go to the middle book to start because I know Sean is going to hate life.
Yeah. I think more of these came out.
You think they had a warehouse find?
They had to, because this is the same guy that sold the 9.8. I don't know warehouse find, but there's all of a sudden more hit the census. So I bid on this, but I'm not willing to pay what I would have paid.
Yeah.
Like that 9.8 went for like 900. When I pressed Martians, I think I got him to a 9.2, and that was I want to say two years ago, and shit hadn't come out, and I completely missed it, or he wouldn't have won it. Well, I mean, okay, I don't know if he would have won it, but he would have definitely had to pay more.
Yeah,
let's put it that way. You know, so yeah, that was tough. This is still a big Masters Universe Grail, and it's also this guy has been running crazy Masters Universe. I actually won a 9.8 off him I didn't have for $50, and it's shipped today, I think. So I saw that, but that is, considering I'm buying a little less right now, and considering what's going on, and I was gonna wait. I didn't bid, but what I was gonna bid was less than that.
Yeah.
So I think I told Martian he could bid. I know he took a shot at it, and it went for more than what I was gonna pay. Just because I'm not so sure. I mean, I could be a dumbass and we don't see another one for 8 years, but but here we are.
I've never seen the Chucky book on the left too. That's a crazy Chucky.
Yeah, I've never
cover.
seen that either. I literally have no idea what that. I mean, I can tell what it is, but I don't remember seeing it.
Devils
That's
do.
a badass cover though.
Old school Devils do. It's signed by 5-6 people from the movie. Sold for 9.6 signature series, 347. How about the Saga 1 RRP 9.8, 21.75?
This is less than I bought it for like 6 years ago. It sucks.
Right?
Man. Yeah.
Shit's crazy, man. It is like Doom Space Marine said, it's taken a beating. The market's taken a beating.
Piss me off.
How about this one? 9.8, Coyote 11, first McFarlane published artwork. It's got the McFarlane special label, which this is the perfect book to have that label on. It's signed. I love this book, man. Tough to get in the 9.8.
It's got one problem. It says T.
Yeah, I
buy the shit right. Todd. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd want this book. I love that it's in yellow. I love that it has it, but I hate how you wrote Todd McFarlane on the top and T McFarlane on the bottom. So now I just ruined everything for everybody who's just seen this, who's looking for McFarlane autographs. So sorry.
Or going and looking at Bear
have your head ruined like I do.
Yeah. A Batman RRP for a Batman 608 RRP. That's one of the top variants of all time. It's like the godfather of variants. So rare, such a beautiful Jim Lee cover, great characters, just probably the granddaddy of all variants. And height, stature, first RRP, the Jim Lee cover, the characters, the Hush run, and it sold raw for $800.
It's Canadian, so it's about 3/4 of that. But also, he didn't spell Hush or RRP correctly.
I can't believe that, dude. That's almost as bad as another
He's
one.
Canadian.
I'm just going fast.
His name was Jean something. He's definitely Quebec separatiste. Right.
X-Men 98. I love this because it's got the 30-cent price variant. I love those 30-cent price variants. They're so noticeable, and you just pop
all
out.
70s electric company type of shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8.5 too. Great book to have it on.
Yeah.
All right. Two of the Spawn original homage variants that always sell for good money. These are both raw, but look at that Spawn NetherRealm 9.8 signature series sold for less than $400.
And it's signed, bro.
But who's it signed by? Who the hell signed that?
It's Philip 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, that
so
guy
bad.
auctioned. Didn't you see? I put this in here a minute ago, or like
Yeah.
last week. I put in. They sold so many of those things.
It's just dropping the price.
Told y'all.
No, he had like 20 SS Philip Tan auctions all end in the same minute.
Oh,
Right? And
They're-
from fucking 7.5 to 9.8.
stupid people, dude.
Like they're beat. Like they'd have like an 8.5 go for like $92. It's pure money to them though. It's pure cash. Like it's pure. It's
in like
profit.
10
everything
years, we're gonna
above the
see-
grading fee is profit.
In 10 years, we're going to see all these ghosts just show up. Books that we couldn't find, and some fool has like 30 of them.
It's
You
happening
know,
right
and
now. What are you talking about? We don't got to wait 10 years. It's happening now.
on some books, you know what I mean, but
Yeah.
like not like
Um,
Yellow Fellows.
How about this
holding back
one?
books, you know.
Yeah. Sandman 75 second print, 9/8, $870.
Those keep coming out.
Yeah.
Again. This is the
Yeah.
third one we've seen, and this is one of those super rare books. Third one. Do you think that they're? I just think people are just selling their stuff. They're like, I'm getting out while I can.
Well, we've seen, and so also that we showed that on Flipside Monday. So Blue Green Tony, he brought up a good point. There should be a newsstand of that. So try on a 9/8 second print newsie. And that's where you're gonna get some fucking dough right there.
But do you know if it exists, or is that speculating?
I think he said it exists in the chat. I didn't re-ask him. He was in here earlier, Tony. If you know for sure, he had reasoning laid out that I didn't completely memorize. That the reason that there is a second print newsstand of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So.
Go
Tony,
check
if you're
out
there.
Monday's Flipside episode for that shit. Death Dealer number 2, Frank Frazetta Auto, certified, $400. Oh no, that hurts.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That hurts so bad. Oh,
It's a beautiful cover, man.
I'd love to have that, dude. Fuck the grade.
Yeah.
You put an art label on it for all I care. Tear the back cover off. I just want it.
Right?
Yeah.
Matter.
I mean, don't, but yeah.
that hurts so bad. That hurts. By the way, Sean, I said that, I hope you didn't take that as a bad way. I meant to say, go check out that on Flipside to show them some love, not in a bad way. So don't take that in a bad way.
Oh no, it's I don't think there's a problem.
Yeah.
Start a war. You're gonna start a war, bro.
What are you talking about? Dino was just on here. The OG. Death Dealer that's just a great buy. And then
Hood was on.
Remember when you were talking about the Spider-Man ass in the beginning, Hood?
Oh yeah. Shout out Will Smith.
Here's your pose right here. The Monera Spider-Woman 1 in 50.
Right.
Still
hey, Will, give me that
sells.
Monera pose.
Hey man, this is the kind of shit that keeps our hearts beating. All right, rare, raw dog, very fine, fucking Spider Woman, butt cover up, right? Let's be honest, the art it's absolutely horrible.
It's trash.
It is so bad, and I'm not, dude. I'm okay with Monera. I don't understand why he won't just give people noses. But other than that, I like a lot of stuff that he's done. Kinky bastard that he is, and I don't know. So if this book we're gonna roll a very fine, right? Very fine. Press it. I mean, hope,
Bro, if you saw a chick crawling on the ground like this, bro,
I think she's the
pass
Exorcist.
out, dude.
Yeah, I think she's possessed.
This is like one of those covers, like that Rob Liefeld Captain America chest cover, like just awful covers that people collect. I feel like this just goes in that pile.
The original art for that cover is up to $18,000 at auction right now to the Captain America.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Somebody listen. It's got to be in the chat. I think Stein sent it.
$18,000.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass, dude.
Dude, it's so. Think about it though. You're a rich guy. You just want to laugh at fucking people.
Yeah.
Right. You just want that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's art. It's art. At the end of the day, it's
I'm
art.
buying that and putting it above my fireplace.
Right. And it's
Yeah.
Rob Liefeld's interpretation. You know, it was the times, the 90s, everything. Mark McGuire, Andrew Steen, Andrew Fuel.
Wizard
It's
number
so
55 is where that first
bad.
appeared.
I don't remember. Okay, what first appeared?
That Captain America with him in his chest.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's actually the only place it appeared other than the internet, and then until recently. But he did do that cover. That's really it looks similar, but it's not the same. All right, now moving on, we've got those 2 rare Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle issues in the 30s. This is 31 and 32 from the Mirage Publishing. Yeah, these are super rare. They only came from the website, I believe. You could only buy them from the website back in the day because he was basically self-publishing them. Peter Laird.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, and then Startling Comics number 49. I don't know if that's real or what, but $2,400 for that raw. That's one of a grail right there for sure.
You think that's trim, Sean, on the side?
I don't.
I've looked at it.
Probably. I don't think so. I only looked at it when you did, or unless you re-looked at it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I wouldn't care. The fact the guy said the pages are almost brittle is the only thing. That just means I'd fucking slab it the first day I got it and would decide whether or not to press it. There's so much color in that cover. I wouldn't give a shit. Yeah. That's all you buy it for.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And hopefully it's not falling apart.
Man, it presents well. That's for sure.
That's my point. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
How about the other Dr. Aphra craziness? The Dr. Aphra #1 Nakayama sold raw for $700.
Okay.
What?
I don't even I don't know what that is.
It's crazy. And this is really crazy. I didn't know that these G.I. Joe trade paperbacks sold for this much. I know they sell for a lot, but for volume 15, which reprints the final 10 issues, sold for $510.
Bro, those last issues, like, they are fucking tough, dude.
Yeah. And then talk about mistake of the century. What are you doing taking a picture like that and putting that up there for that book? Dirty Pair, Run from the Future, #1, the Adam Hughes homage to Dave Stevens. Classic cover in a 9/8. That's a criminal being below $500.
I think the ceiling was 500 though. So for an auction, that's not horrendous.
Yeah.
No, that's not bad.
I wouldn't have sold it though.
I don't know if this is real either. This reformed schoolgirl.
Oh yeah,
it's
is
real.
It real?
That's fucking badass. Yeah, it's on everybody's list, dude.
Yeah.
It was in Seduction of the Innocent, so that's why.
No, the sale. No, is the sale is real?
Oh yeah, that's
probably.
That's market rate for that book.
Okay. To get into the toys, we've got 2 Hulk Hogan's here. We've got the mail away in sealed bag of the Hasbro one, sold for just under $1,300. And then
it says mint on card.
Yeah.
But it's in a bag.
Yeah. And then
shouldn't it be Mog? Shouldn't it be Mog?
Mint on
no, mint on, should be
mint
Bob.
in bag.
No, Mob.
Mob. Mib. Mint in bag.
Mint Mib.
Yeah. And then the vintage what do they call those big guys? LJN, yeah. Hulk Hogan in the white shirt, $1,000, mint on card.
Oh yeah!
Look at that Walter Payton starting lineup. It's a PSA 5, and it sold for $356.
Unreleased.
What's unreleased though?
I don't know. Let's look at the original. Let's see what the original looks like.
So there's unreleased starting lineup cards out there?
Somebody knows what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Not that I do.
I mean, there was 23 people bidding on it.
Unreleased starting lineup. This auction is for unreleased. Peyton was scheduled to be released as part of the 88 set, but was pulled at the last minute. Only a few of these cards made it out to public. The card is in great shape. Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Okay.
That is awesome, dude.
Didn't know that. Wow.
I didn't know that either. Sure enough, man. That's what it says on the PSA site, too. It says they're pretty rare on PSA. Wow, that's cool. And then this blew me away. Sean, have you ever seen these? Flexitron?
No.
It's He-Man, dude.
Yeah, that's Faker right there, bro.
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe inspired action figure.
Where? I mean,
here.
Can we? That's from the U.S.
I think so. Maybe not.
This is what happened when you asked your parents to take you to Toys R Us and they take you to like Big Lots or something.
Yeah, pick and save. Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's not Baker. That's Flexitron.
I buy my clothes at the indoor swap meet, but all they have is Spider-Man toys.
Man, I'll never forget the time I bought these shoes and I thought they were polo. They were like U.S. Polo Association.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this stupid company?
Dude, you never been to fucking Ross?
Fake ass polos. Oh.
They're still in business trying to pull that shit off.
Dude, they've got an entire store in Times Square, and it's just like, if anybody doesn't know, it's just 2 horses instead of 1. And you're
hey, bro. Hey,
or they're actually playing polo.
Oh my God, dude. My homeboy got so mad because we were cutting on his shirt. We were all at the Chili's, and he had like a Knight of the Round Table type of shirt where he's on a horse. And they go, "What the fuck is that Knight at the Round Table shirt?" And he got pissed off and flipped the table over.
Dude, yeah, you walked up some U.S. Polo Association and tried to pass that shit off. We dug in you immediately, man. That's almost that's it. It's hard to get below Chaps.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know there was tiers, bro, of polo. Tiers of polo, dude.
How about this? This is just the launcher from the 1966 Bat Plane set. Sold for $1,500.
I mean, this is literally like if you talk to my wife, this is just literally a piece of trash that would just go in the trash. Like, you can't find what this goes to. It's just going in the trash. Like, that's it's like,
dude, it's not that. Hey, how much of that do you think legitimately thrift stores throw away?
Goodwills,
you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, look at that thing. I have no idea how much homework now with the way we can search images. You know what I mean? There's like I was at State Sale the other day, and I'm looking at shit that I don't know what it is, and then the guy that was running it, the cool guy, we started talking about selling. The guy does books and stuff. Anyway, point being, he was saying no, they're trying to throw people out of estate sales for imaging things and stuff like that. I was like, what? Like, yeah, they don't want flippers in there. I'm like, what the fuck? Are the estate sales or comic stores? People are dead. They don't want shit out the fucking door.
Yeah,
you put a price tag on it, I'll tell you if I want it or not.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, I mean that part I don't get. Like you want to sell it, right? Well, let me see what it's worth. See if it's worth me investing in that. That's what estate sales are. You know what I mean?
And to be honest, if we use price guides, if I'm digging in a bin, yeah, I can dig blind. If a book I think is worth it and it's $3, you know what I mean? I go, okay, I'll add it in the pile. All right, and then I'll think that's fine. But if I'm digging through there and you got a book at $45, and I like, is this a $50? Is it a $50 book? I was like,
let me verify that.
There's 62 copies on eBay under $20.
Yeah.
Well, I might not want your book, and even if I did want the book just to have your book, I'm not going to pay triple the price.
Right.
So, it is what it is. But I get, dude. And also, let's be honest, 10 years ago, freaking. Raped these comic stores so hard for everything they had. Bro, my day we didn't have key collectors.
Man, that was the Wild West back then, bro.
When I was a kid, key collector around here.
We had CBSI G+ boards. That's what we had.
Dude.
How about this? Unpunched Turtles Chrome Dome. We just talked about Chrome Dome the other week, showing up in the Saturday morning comic that they're putting out. I think that's his first appearance in comics, if I'm not mistaken. Chat, let me know if I'm wrong. But an unpunched 1991 mint on card, graded 80+ CAS grading. $202. And then a super rare figure, the unpunched tattoo figure, AFA graded 80, sold for $300. And then another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle just mint on card of one of the rarest figures, the Invisible Man, Michelangelo, sold for $535.
See, we talk about the card game and the comics, how it's taking a dip. Like, is Action Figures doing the same thing?
Yes, big.
Because I really don't see that shit in the Star Wars action figure. I mean, those figures still.
Well, how about this?
Expensive.
Speaking of Star Wars, look at this. Here's a loose vinyl Cape Jawa. Now, here's what's scary about this. I heard that they can print out some of these vinyl capes,
yeah, they can.
Right? So how do you know if it's real? I mean, I'm sure there's ways, but this figure was $1,000, $2,000 figure, wasn't it?
Fake.
I don't think that's. I don't know, man.
Bro.
Somebody paid. There was 21 bids on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's fake. It's probably. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
there's like a stain on it and shit. Doesn't mean it's
man.
fake.
I wouldn't. I mean, would you feel comfortable buying that raw when they can fake lightsabers and cloaks and vinyl capes? I mean, there's so many fakes of those out there. That's why the weapons and the lightsabers and all that carry a premium as far as being authentic. I mean, there's some weapons out there that are more expensive than the figures, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Street Sharks. These are the hand puppet ones, and they sell for a lot. Obviously, $223 for the three of them. They've sold for way more than that in the past too. So, Shigi says,
man, hold on, bro.
Does that mean my naked Jawa is $500? No, unfortunately. And then here you go, Hood. The vintage Mego Dukes of Hazzard Daisy's Jeep with Daisy in there, and you can see she's got her Dukes on. That's for sure.
Okay, but zoom in.
I can't.
You can't.
No, I wish I could, dude.
Oh, Bryan.
$1,125 for this from 1981, man. So,
I was going to say
crazy.
something, but I won't. I'll be.
I know. All right, moving on. This is crazy. An Apple poster, a vintage Apple poster with Steve Jobs' signature on it, sold for $10,000.
What was I? I was just watching something about this. I don't think he signs much at all. I don't think he signed much at all. I think it was very rare. Or he hated signing. Maybe I was watching the Golden show on Netflix and saw it, but I just saw that just recently. Like, I'm saying that. So this is
cool.
Pretty hard. Yeah.
And then the Marvel Superheroes Are Here blacklight poster from 1971 from Third Eye, classic, $500. And I have to get one of these. The Ain't Gonna Work on Disney's Farm No More blacklight poster where the Disney characters are getting high. I got to get that, dude. So $399. That's awesome. I wish Dan was still here to talk about this. This is that new Beatles song. I don't know. Do you guys know about how this got put out? It's a new song that they finally put out that they've been working on since the anthology years. And they couldn't separate John Lennon's vocals from his piano track until AI got involved. And then they were able to do this work, on the song finally and put it together and what they had recorded before George's death. And didn't Ringo die recently too? I can't remember. Is Ringo still alive? I think he is. I don't know. Maybe he's not.
Oh, that's right. I saw that on IG. How they used AI to fix or whatever, infuse the song or whatever.
This is a sealed vinyl that I guess Spotify put out, maybe. So sold for $255.
That's crazy.
I don't think Spotify put it out, but I don't know how the hell this came out, though. I'm not 100% sure.
Is that something a fan put together?
I don't
think
so.
No, it's not something a fan put together, but it was probably just in conjunction with that.
Ringo is still
alive.
Well, good. for the Beatles fans out there. Here's another good thing for the Beatles fans out there. An ultra rare 1995 ABC Beatles Anthology prototype toy bus with a CBS letter. This is the type of stuff, promotional material, that is so rare that is going to go up in value once people realize how rare they are. $1,225 for that. And then a super cool vintage blacklight Freddy Krueger poster. Sold for $207. And then we've got one of the coolest handbills ever. The original 1968 Fillmore Winterland Jimi Hendrix handbill and postcard. This is such a cool image. It's got that eyeball with the wings and everything. It's iconic. Sold for $207. And then these are awesome too. More promo stuff. Never used promo stuff from the 80s punk scene greats, Suicidal Tendencies, and the Smiths. This Charming Man album release with Morrissey on the poster. $520 for the Morrissey one, the Smiths one, and $200 for the Suicidal Tendencies poster. And then we've got more stuff that would be cool. Sounds good, Hood. Appreciate you, brother. Nirvana signed CD, signed by Kurt, Dave, and Chris Novoselic. Sold for $448. And a Rewind graded 8.0 with 4 out of 5 stars cassette sold for best offer. I didn't look it up, but I just wanted to show it. So
nice.
Yeah. And then a Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Nude from Rewind grading, $350.
Nice.
That's good.
How the product looks good though.
Yeah. The Cure,
Bro.
single.
That case that he sent me, it's even doper in person. Really,
they look great.
Run over
bro.
with a car. Hell yeah. Or a truck, whatever.
Here's a single that we were talking about graded from them. It's a Love Song by The Cure, which is super cool. Sold for $125. And then this is cool. I think we talked about this before. 1996 Super Mario 64 soundtrack cassette. Sold for $250. This one's graded by
IGS.
IGS. Another sale of a sample copy Nintendo Power. This one pretty messed up, but it looks like it could be pressed pretty nice. Sold for $143. Sample copy.
Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of gaming mags, how about PlayStation magazines? This is issues 1 through 4. Sold for $160. And I don't know. That could be the first appearance of Tomb Raider, right?
Could be.
We have to find that out. Now, this is one of the coolest things on the market report.
Actually, that would not be the first appearance because remember it came out for the PC first.
Oh yeah. This is so cool. This is definitely one of the coolest things in the market report. This is Rolling Stone magazine number 00. It's a rare advertiser's preview. So they sent these to advertisers to preview the first issue of Rolling Stone. Sold for $1,000, you guys. That seems criminally low for something like that. And then this is super cool. Punk magazine number 1. Crazy Lou Reed drawing on the front. Sold for $465. They also had issues 2 and 3 that they sold also. And this is super cool. Blue Book magazine, May 1954, has the first ever U.S. published Ian Fleming James Bond story in it. Live and Let Die. Sold for $404. And then Thrasher number 1, somebody just jumped on a copy for $1,000.
Is that the first one or no?
Yep,
or is that just
that's the first one. Yep, first ever Thrasher magazine right there.
Wow.
And then, how about this? Oval Seal Mega Man, CIB, $1,326.
Yeah, that's a later print.
Okay. I figured it went kind of low.
Yeah, it's kind of like a way later print actually, because The first one had a sticker on it, and it had a misprint on the back, a circle seal, and then they fixed it, and then I think this came even after that, I believe.
Wow. It's nuts. Howard Hedman collection is Dr. Johnny Fever from WKRP in Cincinnati, huh? Is that what that is? Howard Hessman?
What are you looking at?
Wonder World saying Bryan Howard Hessman collection is Dr. Johnny Fever from WKRP. Interesting. So that came from his collection, the original guy that they based that WKRP on.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. All right, so to finish out the market report, we've got a couple interesting eBay auctions that sold. This is a newsstand of the recalled beer issue. Now, it doesn't have the beer. It's the recalled version, but it's a newsstand of it. Sold for $449.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about this?
Just
I've never
movie collectors then.
I've never seen this right here. This is a Frizen comic. Wonder Woman Agent of Peace City of Burbank Special Edition.
I literally forgot.
Burbank Special Edition. Wonder Woman Agent of Peace number 14. Burbank Special Edition.
I don't remember what you had to do to get it.
There's only one on the
new
census.
though, right?
There's only one on the census. It says the rarest Jenny Frizen cover art to date. Only 5 copies handed out by the city of Burbank. This rare promotional book is the first to grade 9.8 on the census. So there's only 5 of these, and it only sold for $720.
500. It said 500, right?
Oh, it said 500. No, 5.
I said 5.
No way.
Yeah, only 5 copies
Dude,
handed out by the city of
Copy
Burbank.
that into.
All right, hold on.
Why would they only hand out 5 of those? Doesn't make any sense.
They didn't only make 5 of those.
Wonder Woman Agent of Peace 14, City of Burbank.
There's a 9.6 up for 4. Oh, you got it. There's a Raw Dog sitting for 106 with bids on it. So there's 3 of the 5, I guess.
So there was a Wonder Woman statue that debuted in Burbank.
Okay.
And I think in conjunction with that, this was given away at that. But I don't know. I
had to get it from their IG or Twitter and had to jump through some hoops.
Oh, really?
Said hated Kerouac, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So Winnetka, there's a comic store there. What do we got?
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right. How about this? Sheldon
That means
Mold.
Sorry, that just means it's gonna get that Spawn 306.
Yeah.
Some secretary is gonna give fucking a box of them to her kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
God.
Sheldon Moldoff original comic art, a Joker commission. Look how amazing this is, and it only sold for $282. That's nuts. And then I've never seen this. This is just super weird to me. I don't know what it is. Or Woolly. I'm imagining it's some. I don't know what it is. It's weird though. It's weird looking. And it sold for $875 or $1,000, almost $1,100 US.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
Yeah. How about this? Speaking of grading mess ups, CGC 9.6, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3. They graded it as the super rare variant. They said Laird's photo in white on cover, variant cover. That adds like a couple $1,000s to this.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, instead of sending it back to CGC, just decided to sell it. And he sold it for $400.
So it's not one of the errors.
It's not one of the errors. Yeah, he says right here, After freshly graded from CGC, after further inspection, it looks like as though CGC has made a mistake on this one. It doesn't appear to be a variant. I called and they said I have to pay to ship it back for correction. And if it's correct, they will charge me full price for regrading and shipping. I've decided to sell it as is. That they said I'm welcome to do that. So that's kind of shitty. They should do that all for free.
Let me know when you're ready to see my newest CGC fuck up.
Let's see it right now.
I wonder if the person who bought it did think it was the Air, because the way it's listed, it feels like this is the Air.
Yeah, they originally listed it as the Air, and then people probably contacted them and said, "Hey, it's not the Air."
Yeah, like if you didn't read the description, you wouldn't have known, probably.
Yeah.
Because even like trying to find that error, it's like what, just more white in the color or something.
Yeah, but it stands out big time. All right, what you got?
Oh, does it?
So I get all excited. I'm online. I 99% of the time I'm gonna check my grades before things ship. Okay. I get really excited. I get a 10 on a book. Okay. I get a 10 on a book that I've had in a box for such a very long time. I did a 9.8 pre-screen. We go X-Men Omega 1.
Whoa.
Right? Super excited. Not the gold or that's
who cares?
I want to shit my pants because I sold my gold I sold the 9.8 for over 500. So I'm like sitting here. Okay, yeah. I'm super excited. Beautiful book. I don't care what book it is. You're going to be excited to get a 10, especially a book I think is 95. Yeah, 95. So we're oh god, man, how long ago was 95? Anyway, so I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, all right, great. So I get the book. Okay, X-Men Omega, great. And I was like, oh, they have it on there. All right, newsstand edition. I didn't submit it as newsstand. I must have missed that. Oh shit. Okay, flip it over. Wait, that says direct edition.
Oh no.
Oh man.
So I just got it so I can have them switch it. Or do I sell the CGC Air? So it's like you finally, man, you submit books, and you don't get 10s back very freaking often, every couple of years or something like that, you know. And I go for a lot of books, even though I don't submit tons of like cardstock and store variants and 50 of the same book and blah blah blah. I usually do individual books, and then so excited to get a 10. Not that excited that it's labeled wrong. So I gotta go in there and do the whatever. But anyway, or shit, anyone wants to buy an X-Men Omega 10, I'll sell it as is. But
there you go.
I just got it on Friday, so I guess my window just opened. So I actually have to put that on my to-do list to contact them to get it right. And that's for everybody else's benefit. It's not really for mine because I got a 10, so I'd be happy with it. Anyway.
How about this? This is cool. I don't know how I feel about binding stuff, but sometimes they look super cool when it's done. This is a bound volume of Playboy, everything from 1953 to 1954, including the first stuff. They bound it. Look at this.
Man, they just kill the value when they do this.
They do, but I think it's historically cool.
So do I.
It's cool. I do think it's cool, but it's historically cool in one sense because I agree with you, but then it's just one person who did it. It wasn't something that was officially circulated like this. Or, you know what I mean? It's like almost, I don't know. And
then, dude, you gotta be, I mean, this person probably did this a long time ago. I don't think this is a thing anymore. People don't keep books around. This was a super perv, dude.
Yeah,
right. The bathroom Bible this guy made for himself over here, man.
$1,800 it sold for.
He's like, I don't feel like keeping all these magazines everywhere.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, he just kept it on the bookshelf away from his wife, right?
Yeah,
they just blended it in the library.
Yeah, I may not even want to touch that thing.
How about this? A lot of 12 G.I. Joes. I don't know why these sold for so much. $500, $460, and it's a lot of the later Joes because they have the rocket launchers and the neon weapons, but they have some great figures in there and they're all complete. I love that Mercer version 2 figure. It's so with the orange gun. That's such a great sculpt and mold. But some of these are great. There's this version 2 General Flag. It's got the little mortar round thing. Roadblock. There's a heavy duty, I think, second version. I mean, you got some great figures, but man, $600, $500 for that, 460. Anyways, I've never seen these either. The Tick figurines. These are prototypes. That's probably why I've never seen them. Look at these. That one looks like it's. Oh, that's a ship. These must have been like for a kids meal thing or something, you know?
Yeah. Did I tell you guys about the garage sale I went to like 2 months ago, where there was just like a tub full of unopened McDonald's toys?
Really?
Like,
some of those probably be worth money, dude.
I have a whole bunch of them. I bought them all. There's 300 of them.
Wow.
For what were they? 50 cents a piece?
Dude, did we talk about this?
I don't know if we talked about it.
I just did the same thing.
You did? No, we didn't talk about it then.
Yeah, no, I have.
Are they
I think
old?
I just took mine to storage, but it's literally like Finding Nemo toys,
wow,
Mulan toys.
Mine are mostly new, so I didn't. So I got like 30 toys that I know it's somewhat of a neighbor. So they're just having a regular old yard sale, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got kids and they have all these unopened McDonald's toys. There's probably like 30 of them or something. And they're sitting on the table and they're newer, but they're unopened. And they had like a friend that worked at McDonald's or something. And so he's sitting in there and the guy's like, yeah, if the kids would open them, they'd have messed them up or something. And his wife, who I know better, she's like, yes, I'm already bagging them up. Give this a price. Get these out of our house, right? It's like kids. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like I don't know, $20 or something like that. I'm trying to be nice. I know them. They didn't pay for them. You know what I mean? And so he kept them. And they're like, he's like, why would you want to toys? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I probably don't. But I was like, to be honest with you, so
that's what I did.
So I bought this, and I'm like, okay. So I was with my buddies again last Friday, and there was this place, and they clearly had. I'm sure this is grandkids, because the toys they had there, they're not. There's nothing special, and then but they had a bag of Happy Meal toys, and there's probably 10 or 15, and most of them look like they're sealed in this bag. Well, they have it labeled for $1. I'm not going to go through the damn thing. You know what I mean? For $1, I'm taking your bag and I'm leaving. So, dude, I got a bunch of Happy Meal toys to go through. Now, you got like 300 though.
300.
You got to use the eBay scan app, dude. And
I need to, you know what made me get them was because they had the what are those bears called? Beanie Baby. They had the Beanie Babies that were released at McDonald's, right? And
God.
There's apparently also inside, and apparently there was a date and a place where it was manufactured printed on the bag, but then also on the little tag on the bear. And if they didn't match, it was like it's a rare kind of item. And I started finding some of those that didn't match, and I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna buy them all. Like, how much is it? And they were like, oh, it's 50 cents per item, but we'll sell you the whole thing. It ended up being like $115 or something like that.
Not bad.
300.
Hell yeah.
So I didn't know that. So the McDonald's Beanie Babies with mismatching toy and tag are what's worth something? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because
yeah.
I didn't know. Like, I'm looking through these and I'm like, Marvel, that's just a good chance. Or, but you never know. You could get that one, just obscure one, that the one person who's going to get all the Beauty and the Beast and didn't get the dancing teacup, and they made like 1-to-10 ratio on those things or something.
Yeah,
those are $50 or $100. Now, I just made that up completely, but everybody here knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. How about this? I've never seen this before, but we talked about a few market reports ago about the Toy Fair catalogs. This is vintage Ahi Ozrock Hamway Superstars dealer catalog from 1973. Look at this.
That's fucking cool.
It's got all the Monsters toys. showing them what it is if you want to buy them. Look at this. Spider-Man and Batman motorcycles.
That's cool.
Right?
I'd like to look through it
Flintstones.
more than like to pay $785 for it.
$785.
I mean, somebody worked there or something.
It's crazy.
California, Beverly Hills, California, New York showroom. I've never even seen that. It's nuts. All right, so Gentle Giant was doing those animated maquettes back in the day. I always remember the Padme one, this winter, the snow Padme one selling for so much. But this one's got to be super rare too. It's Princess Leia as Slave Leia, and you guys know Star Wars stance on that. This is from Gentle Giant, proved maquette. Sold for $200. So, be interesting to know if those are rare or they're just collectible because they don't do any Slave Leia stuff anymore. But all right, I'm glad you're here, Vinny. Is this something that Cause does? He goes and finds old posters and he'll put his toy thing on there, because I found a couple of these. Yeah, I found a couple of these posters. Like, this is a real old skate poster that he must have got and drew this on, right?
Yeah, because what he used to do was, I haven't seen this one before, but you know how like you go to the bus stops and they'd have the poster on the side of the bus stop. He would take those out, like be fashion ads, like, right? He'd take them out, he'd draw all over them, and just slide them right back in, and then it would have his
That's
thing
cool.
on it. Yeah, so he'd do that all over the place. So
This guy's
is
in
probably
Phoenix.
something like it. What did the description say for this?
It says, this poster was created in collaboration with Tasty Shows Alex Calderwood, founder of Ace Hotel, for the skate competition The Sound and the Fury in Seattle. The artist modified a photograph and included his moniker and year as part of the graphic. Rare,
So this
Cause
is not like one of those
1998.
Yeah, so this is not one of those that he did like that, but this was like something that was given away at
Well,
the event or something.
this is one he definitely did like that. For
Oh,
Cruel
nice.
Intentions, yeah. So
What
this
did you
one
just
sold
say
for
was
almost
so
10
gallery?
grand.
Damn, how do you authenticate that? That's crazy.
Yeah, he wrote on it Cause 99 on there. Yeah. Cause subvertising poster for Cruel Intentions, originally displayed at a New York City bus shelter, attributable to the artist Cause, who at the time was actively creating his subvertising works on outdoor printed media, painting on them by hand and returning them to the public display after altercations. Previous owners acquired it directly from JC Deco workers who were about to throw it away. So it must be the city workers who are about to dispose of it. The new owners kept it safe and displayed for many years until selling it in 2018. That's cool, man. That almost went in the trash.
10 grand seems really cheap for anything. I mean, I guess it's because it's not authenticated, but that's actually quite a deal.
Really?
Yeah.
For Cause stuff? That's cool.
Yes.
All right. This is cool. Rare Metallica Rye the Lightning cassette. So this was a promotional item put out by Black and Whiskey, where they called it Rye the Lightning instead of Ride the Lightning. So it says here, cassette tape of the remastered audio from the Ride the Lightning portion of the band's set from Orion Music Plus More in Atlantic City, New Jersey on June 23rd, 2012, released as a prize for the first 150 entries into a contest held by Blackened American Whiskey. The live audio was used as part of Blackened's Black Noise distilling process for their limited Rye the Lightning whiskey. Limited to 150, sold for $172.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And then finally, check this shit out. Knights of Horror #6, original edition, Joe Shuster Superman. I don't know what this is, but we're going to look at it together. says vintage original circa 1955 squareback zine number 6 in the very rare Knights of Horror series, revealed in the 2009 book by Craig Rowe to be illustrated by Joe Shuster of Superman comic book fame. Includes 2 tales of domination with cover plus 10 additional illustrations by Shuster, sought after and in very good condition. So this is something Joe Shuster drew and didn't put his name to it, and they found out later that he did it. How cool is that?
That is pretty awesome.
Wow.
So for $442. And that is the market report for November 15th. Pretty damn cool stuff right there, man. Holy cow. So, you guys, we are 3 hours and 20 minutes in. We're going to call it a night. We didn't even get into our Wembyama talk, and we're going to talk about that next week. Vinny's got some cool shit to talk about, so we're going to save that for everybody next week, and maybe we'll do a little bit more research and talk about maybe the best Wembyama cards to buy, to be on the lookout for. But let's just say that Vinny's looking for sure. So.
Oh, I'm looking.
Yeah. And I want to end it on one last thing that is super cool to me, and this is a toy. I don't know if you can call it a toy, but it is the Masters of the Universe Panther 1/6 scale figure, and this is one of the coolest looking figures. Look how badass this is, man, with the different heads and the different armor helmets. Look how badass that looks.
I gotta say that this looks dope, but these pictures don't even do these Mondo toys justice. When you see them in person, they're so much better. I mean, you're like, oh damn it, why can I not buy this? It's sold out. You know, like that type of thing. Like,
dude, that image, just that image alone is sick.
Yeah.
And that Skeletor was pretty sick release earlier this year too.
Look at that.
That's sweet.
Yeah, this is cool. This is 78 points of articulation is probably drooling over something like this.
And saying I can take better pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
He probably could.
He's also probably saying I can make better dioramas.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I love when helmets have like those horns, like those big ass ram horns like that.
Oh.
Look how badass Beast Man looks like too.
That Beast Man is insane, dude. So's the Trapjaw.
Yeah.
Merman too for being Merman.
All of them. That looks old school right there. Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Look at that. Beautiful. It's all articulated. Oh, there's the original. That's cool.
Nice. Wow.
Oh, look how it sits like that and everything.
Oh, good. Good Panther. Good Panther.
Oh, that's sick, dude. He's got the battle damage one. Man, that Skeletor is badass. Absolutely beautiful. So there you go. Go check it out. That's Mondo. Mondo always doing great things. Thank God they're going to still stay around. Shout out to our buddy Nate. I was hoping Nate was going to be on tonight, but I'm getting ready to send out my I picked up the Chuckles. And did you get your Chuckles in, Sean?
Yeah, I got them.
Yeah. So we finally got our Chuckles from the San Diego Comic-Con, and I was lucky enough to pick up an extra one for Nate, so I'll be sending it out his way. Maybe I'll open those on Saturday night for pickups or something like that. So that being said, you guys got anything coming up? Anything interesting to shout out?
Nothing new. New shit on the eBay coming daily. That's all.
Make sure you check out the eBay link below.
At BigLegg on eBay, Instagram, Twitter, but my Twitter's boring. Use those too.
I'm getting ready to just getting ready for the end of the year. I'm going to this Beeple event.
Wow.
In mid-December. Wow. Which I went to one before, which was pretty cool. So I'll let y'all know.
You should take
how
video.
This one is. Yeah. So basically at the last one, just like a really quick sort of thing. So just, go in first. It's like this warehouse that he bought in in South Carolina. You go in at first, and it's like this whole gallery. It's really dope. All his artwork. You've got these guys walking around with, $20,000 masks, like super hyper realistic masks on of like Warhol and like Elon Musk and Kim Jong-un. And, then after some time, they opened up this other door, and it's this room filled with screens on the ceiling, on the walls, on the columns, everywhere. And like just all this shit's going on. And, at some point, because this is, I'm going for the second time now. So at some point, these QR codes start bouncing on the screen like super fast, and if you catch the right one, it's a $20,000 NFT, just like that. And then he starts doing artwork live. Because he does a piece every single day. He starts doing artwork live, and then when he's done, the siren goes off, and he's got printers in the ceiling, and they start printing limited edition prints that start falling from the ceiling. It was like, as a collector, it was like one of the coolest things I've ever been to in my life. So
it's like, nobody rip everything. Everybody's gonna get one. Be nice, everyone. Right?
Oh my God!
Where's it at?
Really,
plus, Vinny, for the low price of a plane ticket, you can get me to come with you to anything where things fall from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And I got you, dude.
Where's it at, Vinny?
One for me. It's in Charleston. Charleston.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go, man. That's super cool. That's dope.
Yeah,
all right. Well, there we go. All right. Tomorrow night, Bogcast, live Bogcast, youtube.com/the Bogcast. You can find the link below in the description for that. Also, Friday night, House of Stein Hot 10. Saturday night, Modern Comic Mayhem. Craziness like always. The last two Mayhem episodes have been absolute crazy shit shows, but that's what we do on Mayhem. And I have a special video coming out soon where I'm gonna talk about and go over comments about the last Modern Comic Mayhem episode. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.